Hello? Can anyone hear me? How you doing, my friends? Give me a quick second here. I'm experimenting with some new stream features. It seems as though... There's Skyrim. I see you. As you guys might notice immediately... Oh, hello.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see. A letter from the Jarl.
Probably an invitation to get a Hearthfire house. So, hello, my friends. It's really nice to see you on this Sunday. Welcome to the second Ultimate Skyrim Beta 4.0 stream. This is the January Patron stream. I'm experimenting with the chat in the stream video in the upper left, as you can probably see. My hope with that, it's obviously not very clean because I kind of threw it together really fast with a very quick kind of hack. But my hope for that is to give the people watching after the fact some context as to what we're talking about and the questions that you guys will be asking me. And in fact, I thought it would be a fun way to start off the stream just by doing a lot of, a little bit of Q&A. I want to say a lot because I do actually want to play during this stream. It's something I'm kind of focused on doing. As some context, I've created a character here. His name is McDougal, something like that. It's very important that we check this, obviously. McDougal. This is our boy McDougal. He's a wood elf. I'll walk you guys through kind of the skill setup that I've created for him. He's a pretty talented marksman. Got quite a few marksman perks. All your basic, your advanced range combat training, precise aim, marksman's focus in particular, so I can slow down time as I'm shooting at things. I wanted to create kind of like a ranged hunter character for this playthrough, just to kind of show off some of the Hunterborn stuff, and just because, you know, now that we have the reticle back in action and some, like, Skyrim Souls, I thought it would be fun to mess around that way and maybe take a look at some crafting stuff. He's got some marksman perks, got some evasion perks. Hopefully I won't take a whole lot of damage. That would be nice, because if any of you guys know how evasion works, it can protect you, but it's not going to protect you that much. That's why they renamed it to evasion. You're not supposed to get hit, and most of the perks are geared towards preventing you from getting hit. Hello, everyone. I should say hello to everyone in person. Wayward Stroge, Novocaine, Gatto, Verfonte, Josh Bear, Gawain. I'm guessing that's Gavin Fox, but it might not be. All of you guys, thank you very much for being early adopters here and being right into the stream. It's like right on time. Not as though it matters, of course, because anyone who joins us after the fact is more than welcome. We got one perk in alchemy just because I thought we might want to use it for something. It's really secondary. And then what else we got? One in smithing just so I can mess around with some crafting stuff if we want to. One in block because I think that's just a good idea in general. A little bit of light weaponry perks just in case something gets a little bit too close for comfort. So yes, I made a stealth archer. Hey, what's up, Methril? Ethan Green. Wow, now I know your real name, bro. Wow. I'm gonna get Robbie Rotten doxxed. Okay, so one of the things we got to do before we jump into the Q&A, or actually I could probably do this while we do a Q&A, is get ourselves some cool gear. I don't really have anything yet. I wanted to go over here and go to like a forge so I could get some cool ideas for armor. I should be able to craft at least a few things at this point. If not, I can always console myself more perks, get some more ideas. I hear someone... There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Let's walk ourselves on over. So... at this point, I feel like it would be nice if you guys... So if you have any questions for me about features that I've implemented in Beta Release 2... Oh, for solidarity's sake, what I'm playing on right now is basically the exact version of Beta Release 2 that is available to you guys as patrons. There are a couple very, very slight tweaks, including a bug fix for the Absorb Reflect effect that was going on certain NPCs because of bathing in Skyrim. And a couple little balance tweaks to the soaps. But actually, I pushed those to the beta release version as well. So if you were running the beta as of yesterday, you will also have those fixes. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Blacksmith's Forge. What would be fun for us to make? Why don't we sort by class? We're going to want to go all the way down to light armor. I actually have some fun stuff to talk about regarding crafting in a little bit. But... right now, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys, while I'm doing this, if there are any questions that you have, about the current beta build, or kind of where we're going from here, any, just burning questions that you have for me, now would be the time to ask, and I will be able to answer them on the stream for everybody. If I decide, obviously, if there's some questions that I don't want to answer yet, or it's related to some features that are planned but we're not sure about, or maybe some features that are a surprise, I reserve the right to say that as well. But hey, maybe no one will have any questions. We'll just jump straight into the gameplay. I'm gonna go ahead and look here while you guys do that, and look for, I don't know, I kind of want to get some something that looks cool, something that looks huntery, you know. Leather armor 71. I could fuck around with like some leather armor. Anyway, I like the texturing and the design on that. These are dupes. This is another thing I got to do is go through and remove things like this. You see leather hood, 2 leather strips, 2 leather, and this is basically the same thing except for a slightly different crafting recipe. You can see the same thing here. So something is duping these recipes. It's possible that I also don't have my MCM set up exactly correct. I kind of sped through it, which might result in something like that, but it's also possible that I just skipped some crafting recipes, and I gotta go and fix it. Nord Mail, huh? Oh, I know that one. Mercenary gauntlets. That looks pretty cool. That's about the same as, what's it called? Frostfall. Let's see. Gawain Fox asks, have you tweaked the default warmth and coverage of things to make more sense? Well, that depends on what you mean by make more sense. One of the things that I need to do, and I was talking about this with Gatto the other day, is we need to go through, one of the things I'm going to do eventually, just because I can in something like a large mod pack install like this. There's keywords that you can apply to gear that will determine exactly how they function within the context of Frostfall. That's what determines like your coverage and your warmth. And one thing I would like to do is go over as much or all of the pre-existing armor and equipment and just kind of adjust them to what feels correct to me. So if that hopefully answers your question. I guess the answer is no, I haven't done it yet, but it's definitely planned. Although that is a feature, we'll call it, that might be pushed back to like a version after 4.0. My plan for 4.0 is to really just make sure everything's in there that doesn't require you guys to adjust your mod order and your load order. So that means kind of including all the new mods that we want, removing the old ones. Because any sort of tweaks like what I'm talking about with warmth and coverage is pretty like, you know, I can do that after the fact and push those changes relatively easily. It's less easy if I have to ask you guys to adjust your load order and mod order. So my hope is by pushing those back a little bit, I'll be able to get you guys 4.0 a little bit faster. Let's see, Nikosi asks, since rolling in my sewers changes, have you taken a look into what other things the mod adds? I know there's some items, weapons that may need manual tweaks apart from the rectificator. I haven't looked too intently. I have looked at everything that it adds because anytime I add any mod in, I just go through every record just to make sure that there's no obvious conflicts. I haven't, if you're talking about like certain pieces of equipment that are particularly unbalanced or things of that nature, I haven't seen anything offhand. If you guys have recommendations of things that you feel are particularly unbalanced, I can take a look at it just to evaluate it and make sure that it's all good to go. Gawain is following up his question about warmth and coverage. So the very warm light armor is pretty limited at low smithing. I think that some dupes are intentional, showing the varied ways to make things. That is true about the duplicates. There are many recipes in the game that, and actually some that we've created to give you alternate ways of creating the same items. So not every duplicate recipe is a mistake, but a lot of them are not intended to be that way. Like for example, let's see here. Leather pale large bandolier is what you need to make this pauldron. And this one requires assorted buckles, and that's the one that should be in there. This one should not be. So that's a good example of a dupe. Let's see here. Roderick Tech, yada, yada, yada. Zod asks, I'm surprised to include Skyrim Souls as an optional mod, given your talks about how key menus are to Skyrim gameplay. Have you considered including the slow-mo add-on for Skyrim Souls as well? Yes, I have, Zod, and that is actually... I can't guarantee that it'll make it in there, because I haven't done a lot of playtesting yet with Skyrim Souls just as it is now. But I like the idea of slowing things down a little bit while you're in like your favorites menu, because this is a very menu-oriented game. You're correct about that. And probably it will be a little bit too hardcore to just like have it at the default speed. Or maybe some people, maybe we'll make the slowdown mod optional as well. and then people can decide for themselves which they prefer. Let's see here. For Fonte, will we be able to tweak how death works at all? That definitely... I'll say, please call me Gavin. Gavin, it must be formal. For Fonte, we'll be able to tweak how death works. The strict answer is yes, in that you will still... So what he's probably talking about, for those of you who don't know, is a proposed series of changes that we're making to the way death works in the game. Ideally, we're using Death is Highly Overrated, redone, I believe is the full title, which if you watch the last stream, you can see that when you die, it will transport you to your last recall point, which can be soul keepers and inns as of right now, and also shrines. We might mess around with that a little bit more, maybe give you more options for how to anchor your soul, so to speak, or remove some other options, or maybe make it charge something. Oh my god, Andrew, thank you so much. What is this sponsor tag? I don't really know what that means, but it's green, so I'm assuming it's something good. Thank you very much for whatever you did. Anyway, so that system, I believe, will be the new preferred default for most players, because we're also building a lot of mechanics around that. For example, there's a huge emphasis on new player houses and item stashes that you'll want to have all around the world, just in case you, as Gatto so eloquently put it, get a bad case of sledgehammer to the face. You're going to die. Ideally, all of your gear will be gone, excluding important quest items, of course, which means that it's going to become very important to have emergency stashes, so to speak, all around the world that you can go and, re-equip yourself after you die. So that will be kind of like the default death experience that we intend. Most likely it will be optional as well. It's optional right now in the current beta release 2. It has a patch that we built that allows it to be optional. And Dead is Dead will also still be an option for players who really are into permadeath. I personally really like permadeath. I think that this new kind of death mechanic still adds a lot of tension and makes you not want to die, because this is a game about acquiring gear, and if you lose all your gear when you die, it's a pretty hefty consequence. But there's no consequence quite as hefty as permadeath, and it is fun to play that way. So players who would still like to do that, and who don't mind going through the kind of pain in the ass of reconfiguring your MCMs whenever you die, you'll still have that option. And then players who prefer to use neither of these death consequences, who would just rather play the game with the vanilla death consequences and just standard reloading, they will also have that option as well. Okay, so unless keep coming with the questions, I'll actually take a look here. It's very hard for me to multitask. I'm not a particularly good multitasker. Road leathers, Mad Max style. A lot of these are immersive armors, and then also heavy armory. Although heavy armory is predominantly weapons, I might think. Oh, sorry, brigandage. I don't quite know how to pronounce that. But I think that's how you pronounce it. And that's a really cool mod that adds all different kinds of gross-looking, kind of hodgepodge mods together. And that is patched. That was patched a while ago. I want to say it was a Noob in Disguise, and I might be getting that wrong. And I really hope that I'm not, because it was really excellent for him to go and patch that for Requiem. But that is included now in Ultimate Skyrim, and those armors are really cool. They add a lot of variety to bandits and even your own kind of creations and stuff. Andrew asks, what is my opinion on how, for lack of a better word, feeble Requiem integration into Dragonborn has been? So really, Requiem features out of the box almost no direct support for Dragonborn. Right now, Ultimate Skyrim utilizes Fozar's patch, which I have playtested a little bit myself with a character such as this one, where I just kind of consoled in skills and perks and equipment and such. And it is pretty fun. It's definitely towards the mid to high level for most characters. It's pretty tough to do the Dragonborn content, but it's definitely not impossible. There's some stuff in the Dragonborn content with Fozar's patch that will really kick your ass. I mean, a lot of the stuff in Apocrypha and things like that. But on the whole, it's still very doable, and I do think it's pretty enjoyable. So as of now, there are no planned changes to the Dragonborn content besides Fozar's patch. If he continues to update it, or if other options become available, we can reevaluate that as we go along. Okay, so I was looking at the Mercenary Armor. Let's just go with a full set of Mercenary Armor for now and see how that goes. How about that? Why not? We're not even going to craft it. We're just going to get it like this. If I type help mercenary, hopefully I'll get a list out of the armor, not just mercenary generated NPCs. Haha! Mine. Who asked? Oh, Wayward Stroge asked, will Armon be converted into 4.0? I'll never say never. You never know what can happen. Although I just said never, I guess, in that sentence. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. There's some other character ideas that I definitely have floating around in my head that I probably like to do first. But I also think that a lot of Armon was definitely intended to highlight some kind of like alternate gameplay styles through, you know, just the very heavy emphasis on mercantilism and also his kind of indirect combat style, quote unquote, with his followers and stuff. And that stuff has been integrated a lot more seamlessly into just the kind of general experience. So what I think the compromise would say, if you enjoyed the style of gameplay that Armon presented, chances are we'll be seeing glimpses of that with the other characters that I have planned. Let's see here. Player.add item 46005A09. Give me one of those. Got some mercenary boots, and then I'm imagining the other form ID is fairly close. You know, we go A, and then B. Let's see. Gavin asks, so in the other direction, will you give us a video while... Oh, actually, I went out of order here. Zod, have you considered any alternatives for ELFX? I was doing some playing yesterday, and while the lack of flickering in interiors was nice, shops and inns just felt really bland lighting-wise. So definitely, the reason that is, and Gatto and I have talked about this before, is because without ELFX makes actual lighting source changes, for those of you who don't know. The way that lighting works in Skyrim, it's basically kind of two things to worry about. You have ambient lighting for each cell, which is just kind of like the general coloration and lighting that's set just by numbers in each cell's kind of records. And then you have actual light sources, which function in the game. They are objects that you can place that will cast light sources, that will cast light. They can be dynamic or static. Dynamic meaning they will interact with other objects in the environment, like actors and furniture and stuff. Or actually, maybe not even furniture. I can't remember. I think furniture interacts with dynamic lights. But the light flickering in inns was caused by an abundance of dynamic lights, because Bethesda originally got around their 4 dynamic light limit by kind of cheating and fudging their light sources by making them, you know, there's a lot of things in the game that should emit light sources that don't, but it's because it's a technical limitation. To answer the question of whether or not we're considering implementing more light sources, and that's kind of what ELFX does, the answer is maybe to yes. I think a lot of the interiors still look fantastic, so it's not a huge pressing issue for me. But there are some areas that I would like to revisit, even like some dungeons that I would like to revisit the distribution of actual light sources. And I don't know, I haven't really done a whole ton of searching to see what's out there in terms of alternatives to ELFX, but you know, it's an area that I'll look at once things have kind of settled down. Yes, Zod says, unfortunately, the only other lighting mods I know of are RLO and enhanced lighting for EMB. Really, anything that's out there we can look at for our own inspiration, because it's gotten to the point now where we're making a lot more proprietary changes that aren't dependent on other mods, just to kind of, you know, make stuff work the way that we want. So nothing's really ever out of the question, I guess is safe to say. So Gavin says, so in the other direction, will you give us a video walkthrough for how to set it up for easy mode? Some of us want all of your other improvements and the stability, but want the difficulty and survival. If that's talking about the new death consequences, then yeah. Anything that's in the official installation, you can expect to be fully supported with instructions. And actually, after 4.0 releases, I have a lot of plans to put together like a whole series of instructional videos. I think I mentioned this last time in the other video. But I'm kind of, the working title is the Ultimate Skyrim Encyclopedia, excuse me. I thought it would be nice to have a bunch of videos that just are, you know, informational resources that tell you how to do all the different kinds of stuff that you can do in Ultimate Skyrim, since it is so much more complicated than vanilla Skyrim. Gavin says, I think Immersive Armors has some long-standing crash to desktop bugs that haven't been fixed. Have I done anything with those? This is the first time I'm hearing of anything like that. I don't know if you've experienced crashes, definitely report them, but I've never personally experienced such a thing or heard of anyone doing them. Let's see. Yada, yada, yada. Turning down mods, MCM. Also, Gatto says right here, he's been looking into lighting mods for the new setup. He has a few ideas that he'll run through me at some point in the future. I'm looking forward to it. We do spend, man, between me and Gatto and Novo and Rune and everyone in the Discord, I swear to God, it feels like most of our days are spent sitting around thinking of cool new features to implement and figuring out how we would implement them, which is nicer than just kind of theory crafting them, but they have a tendency to add up because there's so many different things that we want to do. Okay, so Mercenary Armor. What was the last thing I gave myself? Mercenary Armor, boots, gauntlets, warmth and coverage. I know that, Frostfall. If anyone's curious as to how it goes, how Frostfall works, here's your tutorial messages. They are disabled by default, but there's another thing I didn't select in the MCM. Yada yada yada. Zod cool stuff. I missed the cozy feeling Inns gave with ELFX. I definitely, I don't know, I think the Inns look particularly fantastic. That's actually one of the things I really like. I know that they're still using Bethesda's default kind of lighting as of this moment, but God, Snowfall EMB just... look at this. It makes everything look fucking amazing, frankly. I've also, for beta release 2, some of you were using my Snowfall patch for beta release 1, which I royally messed up in a couple different ways, but it's since been fixed, and it'll fix a lot of problems that you might have experienced with Snowfall. At the very least, you'll get a lot more weather and sunset variety, or just general lighting variety. There were a lot of textures and cool things that were being unutilized by the old patch that are now being utilized by the new one. Andrew says, have to say it's remarkable to experience a streamer who is capable and willing to give such expansive answers. Well, I appreciate the compliment, my friend. This is what I'm here to do. I enjoy it very much. If you guys don't know by now, interacting with the community is among my favorite part, and I'm not just saying that to brown nose. It's also, I don't know, I mean, we do a lot of work on this mod pack where we go and institute the changes and, you know, do the legwork behind the scenes. But from the very beginning, this mod pack has been a huge collaborative effort. I really like that people are able to kind of offer their input on how they think the game can be improved, or just what, you know, their thoughts are on the experience. Obviously, we don't take every single suggestion and implement it, but there's so much stuff in Ultimate Skyrim that is directly a result of people's suggestions, and some stuff that is a direct result of people's actual legwork. Like, for example, something we'll check out in this stream, Skyrim Sewers. Skyrim Sewers we could integrate it very easily because of the work of user IBNYX on Reddit. I believe I'm getting that correct. Let's see. Wayward Stroge asks if I ever get to create video content again, or am I going to try streaming or just YouTube? Once again, anything is possible. Really, right now, I'm focused on YouTube content because I like the idea of, you know, edited and produced content. Ultimate Skyrim Season 2 will definitely be just standard, you know, not streams. It'll be standard YouTube videos, but I'll also be editing them the way that I have started editing other Let's Play content. So hopefully they'll be even more exciting and engaging, because any parts that I think are not too engaging or are too boring will be not included, or at least that's my plan for now. Zod says, I had no idea new EMB versions had rain occlusion and was totally surprised yesterday. Yeah, okay, so this is crazy, actually. If any of you guys don't know this, and God, I keep getting sidetracked, so let me give myself, what did I forget? The boots? No, I got boots, armor, gauntlets, I need a helmet. Let me do this real fast, just so I'm all equipped. Oh, and then we get to give ourselves a bow. That's going to be fun. There's no mercenary helmet. Let's go with a leather helm. Leather helmet. Why don't we give ourselves one of something cool too, like with an enchantment on it. There we go. Leather helmet of nothing's that great. Go minor archery. That feels kind of fun. Player.add item B507D1. There we are. So anyway. What Zod's talking about there, EMB versions having rain occlusion. If you guys don't know, rain occlusion is what we attempted to simulate with Real Shelter in 3.4. Rain occlusion refers to the way that if you are standing... This has been a problem for Elder Scrolls games for a long time, just because they're all kind of working on the same Frankenstein engine. If you were to stand under an object like this and it's raining, the rain will clip through the object because it doesn't understand that the object should serve as a collision plane. Real Shelter was intended to... fix that, and it tried valiantly, but as most of you know, it's a very difficult task, and the implementation could be a little bit wonky. It would glitch and just generally was a pain in the ass. There was a version of EMB that came out not that long ago. I think it's version 0.318, which is what Snowfall runs on, where Boris, the EMB author, just somehow figured out a way to do rain occlusion with only the EMB at like no performance cost, and he just inserted it in there. It's like this little line. It's like, oh yeah, and also rain occludes now, and everyone was like, what the heck, you know? It's just that guy's just nuts. I don't know how he does what he does, but he did it, and I was also very surprised. Ethan asks, are you going to include a legacy install guide with your 4.0 release? Stuff like taking photos of faux mods. I imagine that some users won't like it being limited to a third-party application. Potentially. So what Ethan's talking about there is Meth's new utility called Automaton. That's the working title, which we are hoping will really simplify the installation process. It should not require users to go through, if the way that 3.4 is structured, and you go down the mod list and you have to click the little additional installation drop down, and it shows you exactly how to configure, like, the faux mods and stuff. That would be not necessary with this new install utility. Whether or not we'll include a legacy guide that includes the old photos, call that a resounding maybe. I understand why that might be useful for people who kind of want to adjust their own faux mods, but it takes a tremendous amount of time for me to go in and host each of those images and embed them in my HTML document and make sure everything's working properly for each mod. And one of the reasons why I'm so excited about Automaton is because it saves me from having to do all that stuff, which means I get to spend a lot more time developing and a lot less time organizing the guide. So we'll see. I definitely won't make any promises on that one. If it is not difficult to implement and I can do it with a reasonable time frame, then yes, I would like to do it. Gavin says the Sea Dog armor has a corrupted NIF. Oh, Nikosi. Oh my god, I didn't even realize that's you that implemented Skyrim sewers. Thank you so much. Man, you really do have all different kinds of usernames all over the place. Well, so if there is a corrupted NIF, a NIF is a mesh file for those of you who don't know. And they can cause crashes. There's actually a couple that Ultimate Skyrim fixes. We'll make sure to scoop those up if they are affecting this installation. Sea Dog Battle Mage armor. Oh, actually, that might already be fixed. I want to say that that's one of the corrupted NIFs that Ultimate Skyrim already fixes, but I'll need to double check that. Oh, Nova, we can see some rain. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, Ethan is meth. Gotcha. Methin. Okay, no questions there. Why don't we go ahead and... How am I doing? How am I doing on equipment? Before I make it rain... that's not really a pun. I was going to say pun intended. There's my leather helmet of minor archery. Ring of Illumination, huh? Grants the ability to create a bright, hovering orb of light at will. Let me see here. Before I do that, let's give myself a nice cloak, just so I'm kind of equipped against the elements. Cloak. Storm cloak guard. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, I should have known that would happen. Let's go like this. Here we can limit our... Oops. Help cloak. There we go. Is that not how we've... fuck it. Okay. Help. What are they called? Like fur cloak? Sleek fur cloak, rugged fur cloak. Let's go with sleek. We want to be nice and sleek. Player add item. I swear to God, I have to sneeze so bad, but it's just not coming. B0, B2, 1. Then we got a nice cloak there. Oh God, I'm gonna sneeze. There we go. Thank you. Sleek fur cloak. How does that look? Pretty nice. Look like I'm about ready for an adventure. What do you guys think? Oh fuck, I'm gonna sneeze again. Whoa! I've always liked sneezing for some reason. Although I think I'm not alone in that. I've heard many people say the same. Okay. Oh, maybe a third one. Oh, God. Fuck me. Every time I do that, my headphones come sliding off the top of my head. I've been sneezing a lot lately, actually. Maybe I'm getting sick. I hope not. Fuck me. This whole stream is going to be just me sneezing. Let's go with a Elven bow. Elven bow of... Oh, there's so many different kinds. Player add item. Let's go Elven bow of freezing, just because we're going to make ourselves super OP, and if we're going hunting, that will be useful. And then we'll give ourselves help. I want to go... I want Elven arrows, too. Actually, go arrow... Elven or something. Let's see. Ring of Illumination is so choice. It came close to grabbing in 3.4 game. Yeah, it's really fun. That's a more interesting loot. Adds so many different kinds of awesome items that do really interesting things. That's one of them too, where you'll get these single or pieces of jewelry that will allow you to cast a spell that you would normally not be able to cast, but obviously it occupies a jewelry slot as well. It's just fun player, risk reward type decisions. Meth says I can turn down the delay. I believe the delay is like as turned down as it'll be, or if it's not, I apologize for that, and I can maybe click whatever settings. Nova says sneezes are mini orgasms. I have heard that. I don't really know what the argument is. I suppose they are viscerally satisfying in a way that an orgasm might be. Who knows? I've never had one, right? Okay, let's go here. Did I get myself... Here we go. Player dot... Oh, I missed a P. Player dot add item. Give me that. Arrow... Elven. Why is that not... Oh, it's organized by form ID and not alphabetically. 139 BD. Let's give myself just 100. Just so we have plenty to mess around with. Okay, so my fully equipped here. Elven Bow of Freezing. Maybe this Iron Spike Club. I want to give myself like a short sword or like a dagger or something. Do I have any short swords in the game? Yeah, here we go. Give myself this. Oh, silver short sword. Player to add item. 450038 AF. Man, our guy is gonna be decked out. Get rid of that Spike Club, Silver Short Sword, Elven Bow of Freezing. We'll make that one as well. These are all good. Really shouldn't need... Why not? I don't have any other rings. We can equip that Ring of Illumination. I should be good for now, I believe. We can go do some stuff. Oh, no. Give me a... Make this number 2. Put that number 1. And that should give us a decent little starting... Oh, there's a wolf. So as some of you will know, real bows has been implemented to the installation, so we're going to have a lot of... In fact, I believe the Elven bow is the longest model that there is. But these real bow meshes, I think, they're a little bit polarizing. I think they're fucking amazing. I think they're so much cooler than the World of Warcraft, big ol' honking paddle weapons that are in there to begin with. I know not everyone agrees with me, but it is definitely how I feel, personally. Let's go ahead and get some height on this man. We also one of the other changes that I've made, we can take a look at the abilities menu as well. So the Sneak Eye and the Sneak Eye detection has been re-implemented. I thought that was fair, just with the addition of Skyrim Souls. I mean, otherwise it's really fucking hardcore if not only can people detect you while you're picking locks and stuff, because it's real time now, but you also can't tell when you're being detected. I thought that might be a little bit much, so I wanted to kind of re-implement that. And the other thing is, like Gavin asked, does this let me equip left and right rings onto like 20 mods that do that? I do believe you can equip 2 rings at once. Oh, he sees me. But, gotcha, baby. Oh, okay. Where is he going? Now, if we can see him, we're going to want to follow that up. Although the frost didn't really slow him down much. It's a minor enchantment, to be sure. I didn't see him. He could have ran underneath that ridge. But if we can chase him and get him, then we can do some Hunterborn stuff. We want to be careful, though, because those wolves can get the drop on us very quickly. Ooh, give me 2 seconds here. The thing I was going to show you guys was the new player abilities, which really isn't like a new feature, so to speak. Or it is in a couple ways, but we'll talk about it when I'm in a less dangerous situation. Here he is. What's up, my man? Oh, spot. Oh, he's going after the horses, maybe? That or he's running from me. Oh, he might be running from me. He sees me. You're going to have to go farther than that, dog. I got him. That must have hurt. Man, he's got quite a lot of health. Bud, you gotta get moving there. Oh, I missed that one. One more. Oh, got him. Let's see here. Nikosi asks, since I'm remembering it as you're equipping yourself, are there any technical reasons for/against using XMPSE to handle weapon positioning? I believe that is the extended skeleton. If that's the extended skeleton XP32, then no, there's not any technical reasons we're not using that. I just haven't implemented it yet. And actually, I almost did in 4.0 release 2, the beta release 2, but I didn't have time. I will be upgrading the current XP32 skeleton with that one once I have the time to do it. Maybe in the next beta release. Oh, there's a troll up there. That's a little bit dangerous. I don't know how much I want it. Let's see here. Yes, he got us talking about it right now. I didn't forget, but I did run out of time, unfortunately. Let's see, pick up. Okay, so up. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I do not have much carry weight. Why don't I give myself a bandolier? Help, bandolier. Because we definitely do not want to dress this wolf while we are in a dangerous situation like this. Let's go player.add item leather large bandolier 486060511. Yeah, baby. Nope. There we go. Now I can move. So we're going to take him up on this ridge because I do not think that our character can handle that troll very easily with the lack of equipment that we have, and also if it took us 3 shots, one of which was a critical, 2 of which were critical strikes on that wolf, we're definitely not going to be able to take down that troll, especially not without any sort of fire. See any more questions? Yada yada. Here, we'll walk ourselves back into town real fast and then start dressing this wolf carcass. And then we can talk about the new abilities and stuff. See, Gavin says, personally, I always thought that only those weapons that overtly tweak reality in the lore, Ebony, Stalrim, Daedric, Dragonbone, those are the ones that's okay to be all WoW-shaped. I mean, really, there's not any rules for or against it, so it's kind of personal preference, I would say. I just really prefer the look of more realistic weaponry, no matter the case, even if it's appropriate, like, in the lore. I don't know, it's just it's a personal taste kind of thing. It's also why I included like retextures and remeshes, if you'll call them, of the vanilla weapons as well, where like they still kind of retain their original appearance more or less in Ultimate Skyrim, but the meshes are a lot thinner and a lot less paddleboardy, so to speak. Let's see here. Where's my wolf carcass? There he is. Oh god. Hello, my friend. Search wolf. I would like to field dress. Oh, whoops. Must sheath my weapon or spell. Delicious. Let's see how much time it's going to take me. Oh, looks like evening time now. Oh, it looks like it's snowing a little bit too, so we're getting some snow coverage. Or it looks like it snowed in the meantime. Let's see. It's getting pretty cold. Oh, there's the snow. I was going to say, it was catching up. So this is also super fucking cool if you guys don't know about this. And this is something that was not happening because of my borked patch in Release 2 that is now happening in Release 1. Snowfall EMB includes real-time snow cover, which is why everything looks like it's covered in snow right now. Also, she's very brave to be out here doing her work in the snow. Yeah, she's probably going to leave because it's a storm now. I think that is so cool. Like, how weird is it that in these big snowstorms and stuff that happen in Skyrim, you'll be walking around in areas that look as though they're completely unaffected by the snow. I really, really like the new snowfall weathers. Alright, so we got this field dress, harvest ingredients, butcher meat. That's something we'd really want to do. Harvest ingredients would be nice since we do have some alchemical skill. The pelt, why don't we just do all of it? It's going to take us a while to process this wolf. I'm starting to get a little bit cold. Oh, I think we might have triggered the, what's it called, the snow blindness effect. So there's this like kind of weird white flash, which is what you're seeing here, and it should subside in like a quick second. This happens when the ENB, or sorry, the image space suddenly becomes either a lot brighter, or I think it's only just a lot brighter. It'll kind of trigger this for like a quick second where it's like really blinding and not quite how it's supposed to be, but we're working on a fix for that. Let's harvest ingredients. 546. Yeah, see, now it's a little bit better. I'm getting a little cold here. I'm freezing. We gotta take this man. Why don't we actually go ahead and, well, let's remember he's here. And I want to get warm. I'm getting a little bit cold in here. Oy. Harvest cabbage. I don't think I can take these freely, can I? Yeah, I still have to get them. Let's see. Zod asks, what are my Hunterborn MCM settings? I will show them to you once we are safe inside the inn real fast. I've also been linking all of my widgets to a single button press, which I find is way, way better. A lot more. I just kind of, I press X and I see pretty much any bit of information that is relevant to me. It looks like I need to eat and stuff as well. Let's pop in here. While we're safe in the inn, that will give us a good chance to go over the new abilities menus and such. Yes, sir. See, I think this lighting looks pretty fucking fantastic, if I do say so myself. But what's happening here is, and you can't really tell because I don't have the cob positioner lighting stuff up, but there's a single light floating right above this fire. Well, actually, this one makes sense because there's only one light source. But you'll have a few different inns where you'll have like a fire and like a candles and like other light sources, and you'll have one single light source above it, which is Bethesda's way of kind of cheating the system, so to speak. Let's see. I see Zod says that isn't intentional. He's talking about the big brightness kind of thing. You got caught off guard when going into Bleak Falls Barrow and being completely blinded. If you watch the last stream, Zod, that exact thing happened to me when I was going up Bleak Falls, and I didn't actually know about the bug yet, so I was alarmed, to put it nicely. Gavin says, doesn't Hunterborn have some fancy knives or something? Yes, it does. Zod says these hunting knives, they're required to skin pelts and such. They can be required to skin pelts. I don't currently have it set that way. I really haven't given that much thought to the Hunterborn MCM yet. But you can see, I'll show you how I have it set right now. Here's your features. All that stuff is fine. You can turn off the fact that it takes time if you so desire. I personally think that's pretty cool and gives you a sense of progression, because as you get better at the Hunterborn mechanics, which means harvesting and your foraging and all that stuff, stuff will take less time. You'll start getting more yield, I believe, is how it works. So I like that little progression loop. I'll talk about this in a little bit too, but I really, and Gato is really focusing on these progression systems that we'd like to implement into the game. I don't want to say too much about it because, it's all subject to change. But basically, we'd like to add some more progression to systems that currently don't have any. So, for example, crafting. What I think would be really fun is if, let's say, you get the Elven crafting perk, right? The way that it works right now is once you take that perk, any gear that is classified as Elven, you can now suddenly make, and with all the different weapon and armor mods that we have in the game, that's quite a lot of stuff. Even if you just saw what we were looking at in the Forge menu while we were looking for the Mercenary Armor, taking the first Craftsmanship perk unlocks just a crazy amount of recipes for you to mess with. And what I thought would be fun, and what Gato thought would be fun, we were kind of talking about it, is if some of those recipes were locked away behind kind of progression loops, so that you could either maybe, if you want to make more advanced or varied armor varieties with Elven stuff, for example, you would have to craft a certain number of Elven pieces of equipment in order to unlock it, or maybe you could find like a book somewhere in the world as loot, or maybe in a merchant inventory that allowed you to learn some new recipes that way. Just something to where, one, the player is not overwhelmed by just the sheer number of recipes, which is also much more possible with the removal of conditions on showing crafting recipes that we've done as part of the crafting overhaul. And the second thing is that it gives you that sense of progression where you can go and find new recipes in the world or earn them yourself by crafting. I wanted to implement similar systems like for cooking and things of that nature. Gato's already making fun of me because I said I don't want to say too much about it. That is me saying not that much about it, if that makes sense. I'm just really fucking excited about it, to be honest. I think it would be a really cool thing to do. Although that definitely might also be a feature that we'd have to push off until the next version. Or we'll see. I mean, I'm going through all the crafting stuff in 4.0 anyway, so I might just do it while I'm looking at those entries. Gavin says, is there a cooking skill mechanic? So as of right now, no, but that is one of the things that we're talking about implementing. Something fairly simple that just, the more you cook, maybe the cooler recipes you unlock that do awesome stuff. We're even thinking about including like the soaps from bathing in Skyrim, or really any number of things you could throw in there. And I thought that would be pretty fun. And it's fairly, I don't know, there's a couple different ways we can implement them, just with, varying pros and cons. Oh, what are we doing here in the Hunterborn menu? You can see how I have everything set here. The meat yield generous, this is default. It's probably better something around conservative, because right now if you leave this custom meat yield at 25% as it is by default, you get a lot of meat. It's pretty redonk. Hotkeys, I don't really have any of these set any particular way. Same thing with stats, no settings. Monster Hunter is pretty cool. It basically applies the Hunterborn mechanics to monsters. I don't know about that one because I haven't really faced off against any monsters. I imagine it could be a problem if you're in like a Falmer dungeon and every single chorus requires you to, you know, do like the field dressing and stuff. So we'll see about it. We will see. What was the other thing I was going to talk about? Oh yeah, the player abilities. Let's go over here actually. I want to take a look at the cooking recipes. Excuse me, Gerard. About bathing.
Huh?
You seem to get dirty over time.
Of course.
Oh, he's a potential follower.
Huh?
About bathing. Never seen. So what's happening here is that this is how bathing in Skyrim allows you to, you know, determine whether or not your followers are affected by the dirtiness sliders. I don't really care. I want to bathe together. There you go. For your anime waifus, you never seem to get dirty. I don't really care about follower dirtiness. I think that's it's already enough micromanagement when you have to pay for like followers' meals and stuff. And with simple taxes, you know, they charge you a fee every week. I think forcing them to bathe and stuff while you do just makes things super boring. As Gavin says, the default game locks things away already behind quests. Will you add things locked behind those, like similar things to the places those are? Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a possibility. The way it works for me, they're like when I think about it, and I've already done this with a lot of like Ultimate Skyrim 4.0 stuff. There's a lot of recipes that are already locked behind certain perks, or not really quests, but I mean, if I felt like that was a fun way to do it, then I would definitely do it. I like rewarding players in unique ways for doing all different kinds of things, and just really engaging with the systems in the game. So sometimes that means, you know, maybe you complete a certain quest and then it earns you some set of cool recipes. It's the same kind of stuff that I'm aiming for with these progression things I'm mentioning, you know, where, I don't know, you're making Elven gear because you want some and you want to fill out your stashes, or maybe you're just making it because you found some Elven materials and you're trying to make some money and sell it. So like you're doing that anyway because you want to, and it helps you achieve whatever goals you're setting for your character. And then, oh my gosh, in the meantime, while you were doing that, you unlock some other cool stuff that you can choose to do afterwards. That's kind of the experience that I'm going for. It says, BB, that dialogue option gets added to every NPC. I walked up to a guard and he had the option, promptly disable that in the MCM. So that's perfect. There's already an option for it in the MCM, so I don't even have to go in and disable it myself. Thank you for letting me know that, Zod. Oh, Andrew, it says, all right, fellows, do have to take off. Appreciate your company. Thank you so much for stopping by, my friend. I really appreciate it. All of you who are here, anyone who stopped by already and has left, I guess wouldn't hear this message, but thank you guys so much for being here. I really do enjoy this stuff. I'm sorry my typical scatterbrained kind of presentation is what it is, but I assume you guys would be used to that by now, I suppose. It's like all of these different new awesome recipes that are added by Hunterborn, or you can see some of like the soaps, like blue floral soap. These are added by Bathing in Skyrim. A lot of this stuff I thought would be really, really fun to put behind, you know, a progression system or like a cooking mechanic. Just because, it doesn't make a ton of sense to me that your character just kind of automatically knows how to do a lot of this stuff. With perks, it's a little different because the perk is supposed to symbolize you now. Like if you take Orcish smithing, it's supposed to symbolize you becoming familiar with Orcish smithing, and Requiem even takes it to that next level by requiring the Orcish smithing book in order to, you know, really take the perk. But there is no such system for cooking, even though arguably there kind of should be at cooking and some other stuff. So I thought that would be fun to implement. Let's see, Wayward Stroge. Hey BB, what about X? So you never know. I try to offer as much info as I can. But like I said, everything is subject to change, and I'm definitely prone to like running away with my ideas. I get really excited about something, and then, you know, I wouldn't blame people from being like, "Where's this feature that you mentioned?" And I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So let's go ahead. I want to give ourselves some food. How do we got? Gold 206. Why don't we give ourselves some gold to mess around with, and then we'll talk about abilities real fast. And remind me, because I will get sidetracked. I will forget, as you guys can tell.
You need a meal or room. I've got both.
I would like to buy food. Apple cabbage stew is delish. I want some of that. I want... What else do we got? Fox herb cutlet. That sounds so delicious. Gavin asks, can you remove the boiled manure from worm's tooth? Is that a recipe that was in that cooking thing? That sounds disgusting. I don't even know what it does. Let's see, restores 15 stamina and magicka. That one's all right. So I have some. I know that Unmakes of Requiem Survival Experience fame and many other mods fame also did a ton of patches for like Requiem stuff. Really, really amazing modder. A lot of these food changes kind of originate in some tweaks that he made. I know he is also kind of revisiting foods for himself, but I have some changes that I would like to implement myself to some of the recipes, especially if it goes alongside this new kind of cooking progression mechanic. Ideally, the way it would work is that the more complex recipes would offer you some other small benefits besides just like stamina or maybe like health. Nothing too crazy, even stuff just like a mild speed increase, or like a couple different points to like a certain skill, like maybe eating like a fox herb cutlet gives you like an additional 3 points of marksman skill like while you're using it. I thought that would be fun and really kind of encourage players to like mess around with different recipes and reward them for actually taking on more complex recipes that are harder to find the ingredients for. Let's see. Novocaine. Funny thing about Skyrim Souls, the merchant walks away if you stay in menu too long and you end up buying from the air. Oh, that's what's happened right here. I suppose you're right. Let's see. Well, I know that the vanilla mechanic is that it's like that one guy did when I was talking to him at the cooking pot. They will eventually stop talking to you if you enter dialogue with them and don't choose anything, which I think is kind of funny. Sure. Why don't I get some mole wine, braised mammoth, or whatever? I think I'm thirsty, too. I am. Why don't I go ahead and... There's not a whole lot of water where I am right now.
Father, how old were you when you left home?
I know where this is going, son. As I've said many a time, the world is a dangerous place. You're much safer here at the farm with me.
But I don't want to be safe. I'm not afraid of the dangers out there. The only thing I'm afraid of is wasting my life on this farm.
Yes, that's your mother's side of the family talking. Just stay on for one more season. That's all I ask.
That's a tough dilemma there, because on the one hand, I understand the father's fears about losing his son to what is frankly an extremely dangerous province. Really, a lot of places in Tamriel at this point are very dangerous, but especially Skyrim. But I also understand. Is that what's his face? The man that you can? Yeah, Eric the Slayer.
I envy you that. In fact, maybe you can help me with something.
No. Hey, get down from there. I definitely empathize with him as well, because he wants to get out of this place. He wants to spend their life in the same place, just doing the same old shit every day. Well, depending. There's a lot of ways, actually, that could be a lot of fun. Okay, abilities. While we have all that stuff, I want to take a look at these real fast. Oh, look at... I have Command Animal and... Oh, Illumination because of the ring. So, one of the things I've done as part of Beta Release 2 is to reclassify a lot of mod kind of core powers as abilities. In most cases, this just means renaming them to abilities so that they all kind of appear nicely at the top here. But I really wanted to convey to the player that these are a series of powers you will always have that will help you in a variety of situations. It really helps you kind of make use of the resources around you. I want people to pop into their power menu, people maybe who are new to Ultimate Skyrim, see these different things, and then just hopefully understand that, if they are in dire situations, like maybe they're in a storm of some kind, or a thing pops up telling them that they're getting cold, you will have some options, just your character's inherent abilities to kind of handle that stuff, including the craft item. Let's see. JUser182 asks, have I considered adding an I am a customer, goddammit? It makes eating in inns less tedious if you can just walk to a table and order and eat food. Maybe. That sounds cool. It's the first I've heard of this. Depending on how it works, I would like... It lets you buy the stuff they have laying around. I've actually looked for mods that do similar stuff, and I've not seen it, so I'll definitely take a look at it. Remind me after the stream. Send me a message or something, and I'll add it to my notes. Alright, so one of the things I want to do, I got the craft item menu open. So, same thing, when you open up this menu, I should be able to make a lot of stuff because I have that first perk in craftsmanship. But you have this crafting ability that you can use anywhere. And one of the things I wanted to do... Now, when you first start out, anyone can make a bunch of the Hunterborn stuff, which includes, like, this bone hunting knife and then a couple different crude bone, crude stone arrows and such. Even, like, some fur things. The backpacks are all from craftsmanship. I haven't decided if I'm going to allow these backpacks to be producible just anywhere. These ones with the amulets I could definitely leave in this menu, because you require the actual backpack, as you can see in the bottom right, and you're just adding an amulet to it, so it makes sense you'd be able to do that wherever. But I think I'm going to restrict the actual backpacks to a forge, the way I have so many other things. But anyway, a lot of the Hunterborn stuff is available by default, like these engraved bones of Hircine, Julianos, Kinnereth, all related to the progression of how Hunterborn works. Hunterborn's inborn progression, pun intended, I suppose. Item caches I think are particularly cool, especially in 4.0 with the new death mechanics. This is a Hunterborn feature that allows you to just create like a cache of items anywhere. It's safe storage. Of course, it's not nearly as safe as being inside of like a house that you own, so use that sparingly. But all of these things I plan on locking behind Hunterborn levels so that they are not directly available to any character on game start, because it just, once again, doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me that the character would know how to do that when they're supposed to be kind of like this blank slate. But I'll have to implement those changes in time. Excuse me, I'm going to take a sip of my coffee here. It's so cold. I waited too long to drink this. Gross. Well, it tastes good, but it is cold. It reminds me, if any of you guys are fans of The Office, that scene where Aaron hands Robert California just a super cold cup of coffee, and it's like super full. He has to kind of lean his lips down to it and just sip off the top. God, I love that show. Anyway, that's this. The abilities, you can see here, you can do all kinds of fun stuff. Build campfires, command followers, cook food. This is Hunterborn's amazing primitive cooking ability. Craft item, you can fish. Oh, we can fish, maybe. Let's do this. I'm going to give myself some bottled water, or a water skin. Help. Water skin. I think that'll do it. Right? Nope. Oh, it's a parentheses. Water skin. There we go. I really would be fine with just water skin. Let's see here. Yeah, Gato says the hunter cache is literally a hole in the ground covered by a rock. I don't think that needs a perk or a level to do. That one I will probably leave as it is, because you're right that it doesn't really make sense that you would, not be able to dig a hole and cover it with a rock no matter what your skills are. However, one thing I will say is that immersion and realism, if I have to rank them, like let's say those two are the same concept, just for the sake of conversation, those do rank slightly lower to me on the scale of importance when compared to gameplay mechanics and fun, or things that I think will be fun and kind of create a more enjoyable experience. So my point being that not everything will strictly adhere to like immersion principles, so to speak, although I do try to keep that as tangible or as intact as well. Not tangible. Let's see here. See, like Roderick is kind of making the point here. It's like not just anyone can cover a hole with a rock and find it again in 3 months. You would need wilderness training progression. Really, if there's anything I found, it kind of relates to what I was just saying. You can probably write a justification for like most actions or most changes you would want to put into the game. You could kind of identify some reasons why that would be or would not be immersive and whatever, and because that is so subjective and so kind of amorphous, gameplay and progression loops and what I feel constitutes enjoyable game design will always kind of take precedence. I don't know. Player to add item 6800436. Gato. Let's see. Is it Gato says also I don't know if the hunter cache is persistent. I do believe that it is. I believe I did some testing on that a while ago where I made one and then waited for however long and it was still there. But I suppose there could be like a 300-day cell reset time type thing like what Requiem does. Also, Gato, the other thing too is that you can make, it's like if it's hunter skills that we're talking about in terms of the cache, I could still tie that to the Hunterborn leveling mechanics. It's still fairly easy to keep those separate. Let's see. Water skin. I want to give myself 2 of them for funsies so I can drink my water. One thing I would really like to be able to do is I don't think you can buy water or like buy a drink from innkeepers in like a, well, actually, Let's see. Most of them have bottled water, I believe. Yeah, it's like he does. But I want to make sure that most innkeepers have bottled water so that you don't have to already have a water skin in order to get water. Because, you know, that is something that should be readily available, I would say. In fact, that's another thing. Make a note to tell me that after this stream, because I will forget. Alright. Well, I like that during the stream, in terms of gameplay, we've not really wandered very far from where we started. What the hell? Oh, I'm in the menu. My bad. Alright, give me 2 little water skin dealios, and then I will skin myself some wolf meat or whatever it is. How much did I end up harvesting? Food, raw wolf meat, 10. Perfect. Yeah, why don't you bind my soul to this location? As of right now, this is free, but that might change in the future. Now, I would like to use the cooking pot, my friend. One of the other things, I mentioned this in the other stream as well, I'm going to be going through these inns and adding a lot more gold to just like the general townspeople, where it makes sense, of course, just to give them some money to play with so that you can play in games with them, tavern games, which I think is really fun to do. Let's see, what time is it right now? Make a bunch of wolf haunches and then eat that. What are these guys arguing about over there? Let's see here. Alright, cool. It is 10:11 p.m. Oh, it sounds like it's really raining outside. Why don't we go outside and just kind of take a look at the weather and stuff real fast for fun. And then we'll stay the night. We'll have a nice little nap. And then, you know, go do whatever we're going to do the next day. Oh! It's so pretty. I love it. Now that is darkness right there. Oh, another cool thing about, what's it called? Snowfall is that, for those of you who don't know, night vision actually works with it by default. And or maybe not by default, but Gato's adjusted it so that it works. Which is also, I think, related to that brightness bug that we're experiencing, but we'll figure out a way to fix that, I'm sure. God, that just looks so fucking cool to me. I'm sorry. Or even, oh my god, look at, like, the specular on this wood. I know that's like I don't know if other people get excited about that kind of stuff, but to me, it's just, like, so fucking phenomenal. I'm definitely, like, a pixel hunter. I feel damp. See, like, you turn off the EMB, nothing. Turn it on, beautiful. Delicious. Oh, Nova says that you like that it's not just cooked meat, like with the wolf. I agree. That is definitely, that's a hunter-born change in addition to Unmaix's naming changes and yada yada, where each animal has its own proprietary meat that you can use for recipes, or, you know, at the very least is distinct from the other meats. All right, Moralki. I would like to get a room, please.
What does this look like? The Temple of Mara?
Oh, I don't have any gold. My bad.
No bed.
My bad. See, Roderick gets excited about the specular as well. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Although I know I'm not the only one just by virtue of how many mod authors there are that have these super tiny adjustments to textures or lighting or whatever, but they just, oh my god, they make such a difference sometimes. Help. No, sorry. Player dot add item F. Fucking 1,000 gold, baby.
Sure thing.
Let's do it. One would think that binding your soul to a location would require a shrine or someone with a bit of conjuration skill. That is true. I would argue that most of these Soul Keeper NPCs would have the conjuration skill, but it should require something, probably, I would say. So I'm maybe going to... If I don't remove these Innkeeper NPC, or sorry, the Soul Keeper NPCs entirely, which is something I'm also considering, there will be some kind of cost to using it. The shrines maybe should be like the free one. Oh, which room did it... Oh, is this one over here. My bad. Is there somewhere I can wash off here just to demonstrate the new bathing features? This might not have a... This inn might not be nice enough to have a what's it called? A bath. Oh my god, will you guys shut up about your unfulfilled... Ah, haha. Here we go. Use a bathtub. So to demonstrate kind of just the new bathing in Skyrim stuff, it's... basically, oh yeah, Nikosi, the guard with the torch, is a nice little showcase on how important light sources are / will be. It is very, very true. Oh look, it doesn't take off my my cloak. It doesn't recognize it as armor or clothing or whatever. I wonder if there's something I can tweak there. Yes, light sources are incredibly important. I love the idea of, like, seeing a guard in the distance holding a torch and being, you know, like, say you're in danger or it's nighttime or you've been, like, adventuring and you're in danger, you can, like, run up to them. And I just love the idea of utilizing towns as, like, a series of resources, one of which is increased safety because there are guards there who will help you, and even if that help means shining a light on what's going on because you're too busy fighting. Just all those little kind of interactions that just connect you with the world, and stuff like that. Roderick says, soul binding will just require a couple of Daedra hearts. God, I hope not. Okay, excuse me. I was up late last night actually doing Ultimate Skyrim stuff. I get myself in these moods where, like, I'll be in bed and I'm just, like, thinking about the installation and all the changes that I want to make, or I'll come up with, like, some other new little tweak that I want to do. And it's hard to fall asleep. Gavin says, so Wolf has lots of haunches. Shouldn't have given Wolf have two. Technically, but that's also something I would file under, like, gameplay exceptions, you could say. Although also I got that 10 pieces of meat when I had the Hunterborn MCM set to give me 25% of the custom meat amount, which is probably going to be lower in the official installation. It's fine for our purposes. See, a little bit hungry. Now we can go ahead and let's take some mull wine braised mammoth. I'm still a little hungry. I have an apple. That would be good. Apple. That's a nice breakfast right there. Get a nice drink as well. Delish. And where's my guy? Here. There you go. This is your favorite chair, isn't it?
Need a meal or room? I've got both.
Can I get a refill on some water, please?
Of course.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, now, what would be some other fun stuff to show off? We got to show off Skyrim sewers at some point. So why don't we make our way towards Whiterun? That would be fun to do, I'd say. Maybe do some hunting along the way. Oh, beautiful morning. Oh, my God, that is so gorgeous. Ugh, I just love it. I'm so into it. Also, I'm sure someone will notice this, but there's still going to be a lot of pop-in this this stream because I don't have a... What's it called? I don't have the... didn't do a lot of plugin on at the moment because I didn't have time to rebuild it. It takes quite a while, but that will be on, I believe, in the official version, the official public release of 4.0. Wayward Stroge asks, doesn't the death is highly overrated soul binding feature kind of cheapen the Lich's phylactery value? I guess inherently it does a little bit, just because you're talking about the difference between the consequences of death is highly overrated and losing all your stuff versus permadeath, and obviously there permadeath is a much more severe consequence and would make the Lich's ability to skip that consequence a lot more important. But I don't know, I mean, it really just depends on whether how dire you can say. If I'm a lich, right? And or sorry, if I'm not a lich and I have an inventory full of equipment that I want to hold on to, and I die and I lose it, I'm still going to be pretty pissed off. So I think that being a lich and not having to worry about that is still going to be something people will want to do. Although, to be honest, by the time that you're able to become a lich, you're probably pretty powerful already. So depending on how well you've kind of rationed off or partitioned off additional emergency stashes, it will be more or less impactful to you. Really just depends on how you play, I suppose. Oh my God. That is just so gorgeous. I'm sorry. I have a tendency to get caught up. So you can see a little bit of Z fighting going on, right? Like off in the distance there. That's another... I mean, you guys know that Z fighting is just nigh impossible to get rid of, especially in Oldrim. But Snowfall is really, really nice for that because a lot of the environmental effects, so like the volumetric weather effects and volumetric fogs, are great for kind of masking that, if not getting rid of it altogether, which I think is really nice. Okay, so there's an elk over there. There's a wolf to my left. Got a goat. Let's see here. I'm also considering... I do think this grass looks amazing. But I've been looking a lot at Verdant Grass, which I think might make a good addition depending on its performance impact. The only reason I haven't included it already is because I thought it would impact performance negatively. Okay, this is a problem, actually. I can't afford to leave these guys at my back. Not when there's 2 of them. They'll get a little bit aggressive. So I might be using Verdant Grass. User says, wait, do you lose your equipment permanently now if you die? That is what's planned for 4.0. That is the planned kind of primary death consequence. So be careful. Oh, that's a terrible shot. That was a bad shot. That was a bad shot. That one got him. Oh, yeah. Okay, what you got for me, baby? Oh, he's hiding. This is something I wish, in fact, I might be able to change it about. Oh, got him. Sky tests like a AI. So Sky Test is responsible for the really awesome kind of AI packages that determine how like the wolves attack all the animals really, but it's what is responsible for the wolves like having all those different AI packages depending on how many of them there are. But one of the problems I think is that when the wolves are isolated and they go to run away, they don't run far enough, or what they'll do is they'll run kind of far away, but then they'll just kind of like turn around and wait for you. And if they're still within, you know, your visibility range, it's still possible to kind of just like take an easy shot and take them out. A very small complaint in the grand scheme of things, but you know, worth noting all the same. This elk. Let's get some marksman practice in here. Ooh. Woo bop. Gotcha, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I knew that. I was very surprised earlier when those that wolf didn't go down with those sneak attacks. It must have been because I had my I need debuffs. I hadn't eaten or slept or whatever. Elk bull. Ah, this is the one. Okay, so Gato, if you're still around, this is the one animal I think so far that is not being affected by the hunter-born mechanics. So why don't we just go ahead and note the info about this guy. Base ID 422B1. I'll have to make sure we add this man to the hunter-born mechanics as well. Wayward Stroge says, why did you suggest not activating Death Alternative in 3.4? I feel like it helps solve some of the permadeath issues and provides the functionality of Death is highly overrated. Not really, my friend. Death Alternative is really buggy. A lot of like the scenarios it places you in are very strange. It often does not work the way that it's supposed to. Also, the consequences are kind of inconsistent. And also, it nullifies a lot of Requiem's AI changes, which that in and of itself is enough for me to not recommend it. But I just, it does not really work the way that it should, in my opinion, and it's more trouble than it's worth. I'll take all this shit. Why not? Yeah, elk hide. Look at this poor baby. He's a cutie. Oh, I love this song, too. Oh, I think I'm going to sneeze again. Oh, God. Give me a sec. Oh. We got a, what's it called? A Civil War battle happening over there. Why don't we go take a look? Might be some stuff for us to vulture afterwards. I do have loot and degradation set now so that NPCs will loot any loot that's above, like, I think 100 gold value is what I placed. Just because I like that. It's not set that way in 3.4, but I've been thinking about it, and I like the idea of other NPCs taking valuable stuff the way that they probably would. If they were real, you know? Because you need that shit. Who's this man? And it also makes the game a little bit tougher for you because you can find these big battles like this and, you know, you just stumble across them and end up with a fair amount of loot a lot of the time.
Finished ogling the grotesque?
Oh, he does look fucking gross.
Simply attack me.
Your skin, are you ill? This is for Periite. Yep.
I'd have been dead from this plague a year ago if not for Periite's protection.
Let's see. Nikosi, hey, I told you last stream about the I need debuff values. I believe you did, my friend. I am not very observant.
Our shepherd lost his way, and I fear Periite's wrath may consume those who remain with him.
Yikes.
I could tell you more. I just want out of Skyrim as quickly as possible.
I gotta change. I'm probably also gonna re-implement real names for those of you who are fans of real names, just so people are not named afflicted refugee and stuff. It's kind of, I really like the idea of people having names, and I just decided that if the choice is between real names and your market stall, which is what caused the kind of gnarly incompatibility before, I think I prefer real names because I feel like that adds a lot to everyone's game, and your market stall only adds a little to some people's games who are like interested in using that, and I don't find it particularly fun myself. Let's see. Novo. Yeah, so this is the counter argument to what's it called, to allowing loot and degradation to allow enemies to loot, is that you end up in, actually we'll see if it happens here, you end up with a lot of dead people who are naked because the NPCs who killed them will loot their armor. But if you set it high enough, so for example here, Imperial Light Armor, all this stuff, the highest value thing there is 75 gold, and because I have the threshold set to 100, they're not taking this stuff. So in theory, you could still take this armor, and that will be available for you to kind of scavenge after a battle like this. But I don't think that's particularly unrealistic. And see, he just came along and looted something. I didn't see what it was. But like the really valuable stuff, like potions and maybe particularly valuable weapons and things like that, you won't be able to easily access. So I feel like that's a worthwhile compromise, maybe the best of both worlds, so to speak. You guys going, oh, I see the horsey. Oh, yeah? One of the other things that we plan to implement is, I say we, I really mean me. Or like, I run everything. I run my ideas behind the ultimate Skyrim team, we'll call it. And if I have any particularly bad ideas, then they can tell me that it wouldn't work well. But most of the time, I just come up with ideas and implement them and see how it works. But I really want to implement, I can't remember the name of the mod, but it replaces all the Imperial armor with some versions that I think are even cooler and a little bit less World of Warcrafty, a little bit more, you know, realistic is the word that I'm looking for. I ran into a lot of naked NPCs that still have their armor in their inventory, though. Well, that I don't know what to tell you about. Maybe they were just exhibitionists, but I've not experienced the same phenomenon myself, unfortunately. Oh, I want to take down a horse. What's up, boy? I gotcha. Got him. That's what's up. I believe that the wild horses are edited for Hunterborn, right? Nope, they're not. Okay, so that's another one that we got to do. Gatto. So much fun. I say we. That's really Gatto's area of expertise. I am fucking terrible when it comes to scripts or coding of any kind, and I really do rely on the rest of the team to kind of handle that for me. So I won't make any promises for work that can or cannot be done when it's not my own work. You know what I mean? Let's see. Nova says, that's not their armor. It's armor they looted. Then someone killed them and looted their armor. Then that someone was killed, then got looted, and was left naked with lots of armor. That is an interesting scenario. I don't know. Well, I guess maybe that's something we can all personally decide how we prefer it for ourselves.
Hey, it's good to see another merry soul enjoying this fine day.
Yeah.
Ah, but you look tired. Come, share a bottle of honey brew mead with me.
Okay. I would love to share a drink with you, friend. Actually, what is it? What if I ask this?
Never had a taste of sweet honey brew? Why, it's only the finest mead outside of Sovngarde.
Gatto knows the horses. Well, that is a slight problem. In that case, I mean, you and I can talk about this later, but if that is the case there, I can just make horses gone wild required. The only reason it's optional now is because it's there was no reason for it to be required because there's no dependencies. But I also, the work is yours optionally. I won't ever tell you to do something.
Cheers, my friend. May your adventures find you fame and fortune.
Thanks, Reveler. I always thought this was such a... And then they just leave, like, after, as if, like, they were just sitting there waiting for me. I always thought that was such a strange encounter. Because they're always, like, this Reveler encounter can appear anywhere, like on the side of the road. I'm like, this is not a safe place to revel, my friends. Should find somewhere different. Ooh, I see someone up there. Oh, while we're here and talking about it, another mod that I have planned to implement is the removal of like the rim lighting glow around NPCs that have active spell effects, just 'cause I think it looks a little bit weird. Nova says, I see, well, I guess it's some kind of Skyrim bug. Shouldn't happen all the time, though, at Devon. If you're talking about the armor thing, it might not be a bug. It might just be an unfortunate side effect of how it chooses to... Oh, it's a Spriggan. How it chooses to implement that feature. Ooh. I love flowing water. Can I drink out of here? There are no sources of water nearby? Really? Man, I gotta figure out how I need to text like its water sources, because I feel like so often it should, or like, I don't know. I don't want to talk shit, because a lot of the time it does work, a lot of the time it doesn't. Also, this seems backwards. I don't think that's how that goes. Is anything editing this, or is that just a default bug? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, Skyrim. That's not how that goes. I feel like maybe over here? Let's see. Can I... no. That would be nice to be able to fix as well. Oh, hello. I'm gonna shoot you in the face. Gotcha. Right between the eyes. Hello. Whoa, 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 whoa. Chill out. I want to see where that arrow hit him. Where's the arrow? Disappear? Oh, well. Oh, my God. Look at that giant on the horizon. I don't feel like field dressing this at the moment. I just want to go to Whiterun and maybe pick up some missives. I would like a fishing rod. That's what I would like. Here, help. Fishing... Is it pole or rod? Pole? Yeah, there... No, that's, what's it called? Fishing in Skyrim. I'm going to go help... Fishing rod. Fishing rod. There we go. Player to add item 97001872. So one of the things I have to go in and do still is patch all of fishing in Skyrim to remove its fishing rods alongside Art of the Catch. Because they have similar functionality but not the same, and they are complementary but they also overlap, and so some parts need to be disabled in fishing in Skyrim for best compatibility. Sweet. Got my fishing rod. So now, we'll see if we can find a body of water to use this on the river, maybe by Whiterun. Ooh. There's a rabbit. Ah, that's so cool. Let me go say hi to the giants real fast. What do you guys think? Oh, what happened to the rabbit? I took my eye off it. Oops. Oh, well. Uh-oh! What's going to happen there, my friend? God, I don't know what to do about fixing that. Oh, there he goes. I don't know if that's something I'll ever be able to fix. Not in Oldrim, anyway. God, wouldn't it be fun? I'd talk about things I may regret saying later. Wouldn't it be fun if we could migrate Ultimate Skyrim to Special Edition? Everyone asks me about that all the time, and I feel bad because there's currently... Whoa. I got a new mouse that's very sensitive. There's currently no plans to do it as of right now, unless you count, like... a desire to do it on my part, but there's a few things that need to happen beforehand. Oh, there's a fox. I'm gonna get you, you little bitch. Let's see. Oh, there's an elk. Ah, this is so pretty. I'm like, me and Gato are kind of like this, but I could just spend... I'm perfectly happy to just walk around in Skyrim because I enjoy the world so much. It really is just a beauty. Look at all you fucking... Whoa! Whoa! Ugh. How's my my food effect? I'm still good on that for a while. Ooh, they're threatening someone. They gonna fight? What's going on? Oh. Oh. I'm gonna get you. I've actually not fucked around in the Whiterun sewers all that much, so I'm excited to do that. Yeah, Gato. Stop and smell the roses. Stop and smell whatever this grass would be. Oh. This puzzle. The famous puzzle. Why don't we do this real fast? Just to see what's up. See what we can get out of that little chest down there. It might be locked, but I'll unlock it if we need be. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, God! That's a bear! How did I not see that? Jesus Christ! I thought it was like an elk. Fuck off. I'm gonna get you. That's where we got that frost enchantment. Oh, shit! Ah! Oh! 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 Oh, shit! Yeah, get him. Oh, my God, he killed a chicken. Oh, God. Solid. This bear. Oh, we can field dress him. Why not? Thanks, oh, shit, my bad. Gotta sheath my weapon and or spell. Thanks, doggy. Field dress. Oh, looks like the sun's coming out a little bit. That's nice. Alright, what time is it now? 12:47 p.m. Not bad. A little bit foggy. Is that a wolf on the horizon that I see? You guys were smart to take cover underneath that farmhouse. Oh. This Mr. Man. Hello. Jeez. Cool. Man, quite a lively day here in Skyrim, isn't it? Can I get any milk from this guy? Yeah. Delicious. I'm gonna get some from him too. I hope you don't mind. It's kind of like stealing in a way. Hopefully they didn't see me do that. Matt says, you know, it's weird, BB, but I haven't had the chance to play through an actual version of US. It's not that weird, man, because I made it, and it's kind of true for me as well. It's just, I mean, you're working on the installer utility. I spend a lot of time developing. There's only so much time in the day. I do play games, but right now, like, my go-to game is Stardew Valley whenever I have time to actually just sit down and play games. Whiterun sewers have a distinctly magical/Nordic flair to them. Well, that sounds awesome. I say we go there. Oh, is it a saber cat that just got killed up on the horizon there? I think that might be Old Orc, our good friend Old Orc. What was I going to say? Something about... Oh, yeah, horses. So this is a really simple tweak. I just keep forgetting to make it. I mentioned this in the last stream. Horses are going to be a lot tougher in 4.0. They're going to be a lot more expensive. Generally speaking, everything is going to be a lot more expensive just to give people even more gold sinks. And they'll be a little bit slower as well, just in case people have issues with like clipping and stuff. Oh, fuck! Let's go. Yeah, it is Old Orc. What's up, buddy? How you doing, my friend? Solid work you've done here on these saber cats. I want to watch these soldiers take down this fort, though, too. Also, fuck me, look how cool that looks. Whiterun on the horizon like that with the volumetric fogs. It's just, like, so sick. Alright, so you guys gonna take it? Or did you already take it? Did I miss the battle? I might have. It's been a while. We let them run way far ahead of us. And the two officers talking to each other. Oh, let's see. Did you guys already take over? That looks like a bandit, potentially. Who's... Oh, dude, you gotta get out of here. This is not where you want to be. Let's go help them take it down. Oh, they haven't taken it yet. Look, we can join the fight. Yeah, baby. Oh, it looks like some of the bandits summoned a guy. Oh, not you, my friend. I'm gonna take this shot. What? That was a bad shot. That was a bad shot. That was a low percent. Ow! Fuck me! Ow! Ow! That's what I get. That's what you get for being an idiot. Okay. I need some health potions. Potion of health. Player. No. A potion of healing? Potion of healing. God. That's what happens when you get cocky. Am I crazy? Oh. God damn it. I'm all scattered because I didn't expect to be tagged with an arrow. Here, let's give me remarkable ones because I'm cheating. BE4. 10. Did I do it wrong? God, I'm scatterbrained because I almost got killed. Player.add item. There we go. Give me that. There we go. That ought to do it. We don't have that much health. Took an arrow to the knee doing exactly that. Yeah, you know it, man.
So, why do you
well, I was really useful in that battle, wasn't I? Oh, look, they looted this guy. Or maybe... Oh, no. He's just wearing fucking... Talk about really protective armor here. Soul Gem Fragment. Nah. Conjure Familiar Scroll. That's pretty useful. Take one of those. Just if only to take some heat off of ourselves. Good work, guys. You done good. Did some enter the fort already? It's possible they might be waiting for the commanders or something. Here's this man. What's your plan, boy?
I bet we have rabbits again. I'm getting sick.
Let's see. Let's go ahead and show off our ability to cook food. Cooked venison steak. So you can do it on any... What's it called? I'll see there's duplicate recipes for these as well. I'll have to go in and fix that. I love that you can just cook basic fucking meals on any source of flame. Hunterborn really is so cool. Since I've been playing with it, it's very obvious to me why it was one of the most requested features. Also, this might have been a danger because this area might still be filled with bandits. Maybe the Stormcloaks have moved in already, but it's possible they have not. Oh. Ooh. Those are definitely bandits. Oh god. Everyone's saying all this stuff. I get a bonus damage from being close, like point blank shots. Is that it? Ooh. Be very careful. Oh. There's a bunch of K. I can hear someone over there. I still have instincts enabled, I believe. Oh, yep, there we go. It's a little bit cheap, but whatever. Did I miss? That was not a man? Oh, God. Am I crazy there? Is he on the other side of a wall or something? Whatever, I don't want to be here. This is dangerous for me to be here. Oh. Let's get out of here. Fuck it. I'll let the Stormcloaks handle this. I'm obviously not too useful in a fight. I want to go check out the sewers. And maybe, just maybe, our White Elf McDougal here... White Elf? Not White Elf. Our Wood Elf McDougal is not so altruistic. Maybe he is a bit of a thief, and maybe we can experiment with some of that. See what that would be like. You guys going to go in and clear out that fort? I believe that they will go in there eventually. But I'm not 100% certain of that. I can't remember. Ooh, yikes. This man. Huh! Nothing cool. He's got some mead. I wonder what he did. Is he a bandit, like a rival bandit, or was he part of that bandit faction and he did something wrong and needed to be made an example of? Ooh, what a day. Just take a minute to take all this in. It's been a pretty eventful day since we left Rorikstead, to be honest. Boom, baby. Jeremy, you playing as a Wood Elf? I do believe that, do I have, like, Requiem's strange meat bit, like, turned on? I think, let me double check this. This is something I meant to test, and I haven't gotten around to it, so I can do it right now. So this guy, if I take off his armor, is there strange meat? I might have disabled it in order to make it eye needs. Where I believe, for those of you who don't know, yeah, Jeremy, this is what you're talking about. Are you able to eat your enemies as a Wood Elf? For those of you who don't know, in the lore, the Wood Elves abide by something called the Green Pact, which basically, I forget which Daedric prince it's like related to, but basically the Wood Elves can cannibalize other races, so as not to like harm, like they're kind of like anti-vegetarians, or they like preserve the natural world, and they don't eat like, you know, natural type stuff. Instead they eat each other, and they're allowed to do that, and they like don't experience negative effects from it. Now I believe early on in the development of Ultimate Skyrim, I deferred to Ineed's handling of Wood Elf cannibalism, so right now I should be able to, yeah, gather meat. But it requires you to like, it requires you to remove their, what's it called? Their chest armor. And Requiem's version of that is a little bit simpler. I believe you can just loot strange meat, like, off of them. So I don't know, I might revert to that. Oh, I'm stuck. What happened? See, and then something like this, where, what, my animation is stuck, and now I am broken. Sick! It's exactly what I wanted. This would be a strong argument to do exactly what I'm talking about right here. Why can I not do anything? Do I need to do that, what's that, command to knock myself backwards? Like the player knockback. I am really stuck here. Maybe I can use the sit hotkey from Ineed. That sometimes breaks it. Basics. Ineed, yeah. Eat sit hotkey. Let's make that something useless, like pause break. There we go. There, I'm sitting down. Now I'm stuck doing both. Awesome. Okay, well, here we go. Yeah, so Jeremy, if you want to use that that feature, you're going to have to remove their chest armor, and it should allow you to do it. Although, I don't know if I can recommend it at this point, because it just got me stuck. Give me a quick second here to check that command. Player stuck animation Skyrim console. Can't move in Skyrim. How to fix stuck animations. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, Lover's Lab, my favorite website. Disabling, enabling. I want to do that to myself. What is the... Don't I have an entry about this in our own frequently asked questions? Let's see here. We might. Maybe we should just be going to the source here. Bro, you stuck on that that training dummy? There you go. Let's see here. Read the FAQ and common issues before posting. Stuck. My character's animations are stuck. Here we go. The vanilla Skyrim bug. Okay. Push actor away. I very rarely have to use this one, so I don't have it memorized. 1. Oh, wait. Whoops. I need to have myself selected if I'm going to do that. Whoa. Did I just kill myself? I'm not dead, am I? No. I'm just knocked over. Uh-oh. Man. Get up, you lazy bastard. Okay, let's see. Let's try this other one. See how well our fixes work here. There we go. Haha. We are good to go. I should have tried the other one first. Maybe I'll change that up. All right, let me switch back to my YouTube chat. Oh, no. YouTube chat window so I can see what you guys are saying. There we go. There we go. We're better off now. So about the horses and like those changes, I was talking a little bit with you guys about this in the last stream. One of the reasons I wanted to kind of revert some of the changes that I'd made or just make horses a little bit more expensive besides getting like the gold sync is I really wanted players to feel the danger that is present from walking around on foot versus being able to ride a horse, which is a lot safer. Also, you can see my my favorite little stable thing floating up in the air. That's due to my Dindulad output folder. I haven't rebuilt Dindulad in like fucking months. Who's trying to get me? This man? This woman? I need to be out in the open here. You can do this all day, huh? You got armor. That's going to be a problem. I missed. That's also a problem. Did I miss twice? Uh-oh. Oh! Alright. 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 Come on, baby. Alright, well, why don't we try a little bit of melee? What you got for me? And we can show off some of the new combat AI changes as well. What you got? I also want to make sure that Requiem's combat stuff is still working. Oh. Because I have the sneaking suspicion that Death is Highly Overrated is overriding Requiem's... AI. Oh, maybe not. Because he did just use that potion in the same way that Death Alternative did. So hopefully I can get him to flee and see if the search function still works. Come on, bitch! Oh, he's not taking my bait. What you got for me? Alright. There it is. Come on, baby. Where are those storm cloaks at? You guys want to help me out here? Will you help me out here? Actually, don't know. Let's see. I don't know if they'll give a shit about me. Oh, there's an elk coming up. You guys gonna help me kill this guy? This is my fight. You don't give a shit? Oh, you missed, baby. Yeah, they really don't seem to care. Well, God, that's kind of mean. If Stormcloaks were looking for sympathizers, I feel like I would be a lot more inclined if they helped me. Oh, where are they gonna... Ooh. Fight. Oh, shit. Is that an Imperial? Look at this man. Holy crap. That's like another contingent of Imperials. Well, to be fair, they have their own problems to worry about right now. I understand that. I can empathize. Oi! I gotcha. Yeah, so he's almost dead. You would think that he'd flee before now. And if you go and even look, the search thing will not work. Yeah, so I think that's because Requiem's AI is not taking effect the way it's supposed to. So now he's just going to try and fight me again, just like vanilla. Or maybe it is, and he's just not... he might be an aggressive enemy who doesn't run away. That's... Oh! A possibility as well. Hard to say. That'll take some additional testing to find out. Hello. It looks like the sun's coming out. How nice. What a great day for some thievery. Ooh, you don't come... Oh! Gotcha, baby. I could field dress it. Oh, look, I killed your friend. I'll kill you too. Oh. Ran away into the brush. Oh, there he is. That was a stupid move. Oh, you're gonna fight me? No. And I missed. At least I get my arrow back. Got him! That's a death rattle too, I think. Let's field dress. Ugh, I keep forgetting to do that. Oops. Oh, you can just pick it up directly if you're crouched. That's fun to know. Oh, female carcass. So you don't even have to go into the menu. Field dress. Yeah. We stab that fucking guy. We also want to implement, what's it called? Hunting in Skyrim, so I can get those really awesome... Whoa. Did you guys fight the Stormcloak? They must have won. Jeez. Man, that fort changed hands twice in the time that we've been here. Let's see here. Skin pellet, harvest ingredients, butcher meat. I think we need, and maybe some ingredients as well. We'll see what time that makes it. It's getting late. I don't want to be out here after it's dark. How much carry weight do I have? Am I carrying some shit that I don't need? I don't need that or that or that. Actually, you know what? Here, let me take those common clothes. I'm gonna make them into linen. Let's strip them. See, Zod says, that's odd. A bandit ran away from me and yielded when I was playing yesterday on the Beta 2 build. Okay, well, if that's the case, that's good. It is possible for some bandits not to yield. They could be set to aggressive or confident in their AI, and they might not yield anyway. I just need to make sure that some bandits or some characters do yield and that the Requiem search ability is applying to them properly. Because if that's the case, we're good to go. Horse whistle, move object. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a craft item. There we go. Give me some linen wrap. Thank you very much. And oh, I can make a burlap cloak. Looks like I can't use the boots or whatever. Common hood, common work boots. Might be worth adding a, what's it called? A recipe for a breakdown for those. As well, am I carrying some shit that I don't need? Large animal bone. Weight. That's not that heavy. Why don't I go ahead and get some meat off this elk cow? Or did I? Oh, I did that already. I want the ingredients. That's right. As a wood elf, it's crazy low. You start at 85 carry weight. Yeah, I offset that a little bit with the Requiem's MCM. Gavin says, don't know if I answered this. I had to leave. Will I add any music mods? I definitely did not answer that. I'm sorry if you asked that before. I didn't see it. That's an area where I'm a little bit weird. I don't know. I'm very sensitive to like songs that don't fit the feel of the vanilla game. I know that a lot of people recommend music mods to me, and they're like, oh my god, you got to check out this music mod. It adds all these new tracks to the game that really feel like they're a part of the original game, like they would have been there to begin with. And sometimes I don't feel that way. I don't know. It's an area that I'm kind of fine with at the moment. It's not like I'm averted to like experimenting with new mods, but that it registers very low on my list of priorities. See, Devin, bags and stuff from Bandolier are very useful as a wood elf. Yes, they are. Very important, actually. Oh my god. That is so pretty. I got rid of what's it called? Horizon of Dreams Night Sky retexture in Beta Release 2, which is unfortunate in a sense because it really is a wonderful mod. But Snowfall... Oh, you see that shooting star? Rad. Snowfall kind of handles it itself very well. And the lighting is very particular too, so I don't want to, step on its toes or anything. Alright, making it into Whiterun, baby. You can pick up some missives quests or something like that. That would be fun. And check out the sewers. In fact, maybe we can even find an entrance into the city that is through the sewers. That would be fun, just to do some exploring. I can check. Oops, I forgot to set my Sky UI correctly. So why don't we... Oh, gosh. Hello. Carriage guard.
They say the college has
Yeah, everyone does have that bathing dialogue thing. So let's go into the MCM and get rid of that right now. And while we're here, we'll also set up the Sky UI MCM so that it doesn't do that again. Play NPC animations, tracked NPCs, repeat animation, tracked NPCs this way. No, what is settings? Add die. Oh, I'm stupid. It's right there. Silly. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can find an alternative. Or actually, what we could do if we don't want to search for the entrance into Whiterun from the sewers, we can go into the sewers from within the city and kind of go through them, and assuming that we survive well enough that we can find an exit. But we can also try and check some obvious spots. Let's see here. Right here? No? Oh, yep. Okay, fucking, that's so sick. Ah! I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Oh, please excuse me while I get a drink of water real fast. I feel like I talk a mile a minute. I make sure I pause it, just in case there's enemies. Boom. Lights turned out in 5.54 seconds. Delicious. Ah. I don't drink enough water. I've been trying to get better about that. I have this 40-ounce water bottle, and I drink, like, I don't know, approximately 1 to 2 full bottles a day, I'd say, but I'd like to step it up even more. So that's really not that much. Why don't we take a quick bath as well? I wipe myself clean. Nice. So for those of you who don't know bathing in Skyrim, being clean will give you like a nice little benefit to your speechcraft and a little bit of sneak. Or actually, I don't know if the sneak happens by default. But you can use soaps that will improve your sneak or give you other, give you other bonuses, which are nice. This water is cool and refreshing. Yes, I know I'm wet at the moment. Oh god, slaughterfish. Oh my god, that gives me anxiety. Ah, ugh. Shivery. So I have this weird long-standing fear of being submerged in water in video games. I think it originated in Mario 64 with the, what's it called? The 3rd level. Okay, where is that fucking slaughterfish? I could really use some, I can't swing. Get over here. I see you. I'm gonna take a pot shot. Maybe I can get him. I don't like being in the water with enemies. So that really scared me. Bathing in sewer water. That's disgusting. In Banjo-Kazooie, when I was a kid, I used to get really scared by the, like, going underwater when there was enemies. I distinctly remember at one point, God, how do I even get out of here? This is so dark. I need a lantern. Here. Oh, travel lantern. I remember in the Gobi Desert, you could flood the pyramid with water because there's like a jiggy down at the bottom, but there'd be like mummies down at the bottom that could get you as well. And I swear I like had to work up the courage for like a solid 15 minutes before I could even attempt it. Player.add item. I believe it's the bottom one. 690111C2. 1. And we'll go lantern oil. Add item. 69002. Whoops. 2300. Go 3 of those. And I'll wear my lantern. Oh, my lantern. There we go. Now I can actually see what I'm doing. Some hanging moss. Oh. This looks like a... Oh! There we go. Ooh. What is that going to trigger? Is that going to drop this onto me? I hope not. Ooh. Close. Blackbriar mead barrel, huh? Interesting. I'll just turn this light off. There we go. I don't know. There's corpses. Can't see anything. Uh-oh. Yep. Okay, that's a scary man. Oh my god. Oh, okay, this is bad. Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. Uh-oh. Whoa. Oh my god. Where you going, my friend? The Vindicator, huh? That's scary. Oh, gotcha, bitch. Oh, that was terrifying. Oh, Hello, Alphabet Town. Nice to see you. Ebony Battle Axe of Storms? Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. I'll take that. That's a... Oh, strange... Okay, so... Here is strange meat. Oh, maybe the Green Pact only works with people that you killed individually. And then they have the strange meat on them. In fact, that actually makes sense. I have an idea. We can test this right now. In fact, I'm going to go back into I need and take the... Let's see. I need there. You know, basics. And I got advanced cannibalism. What meat did I get from I need's cannibalism? I got... oh, nothing. It was just ingredients. Hanging moss, heart, human flesh. I can eat that and have it fulfill my satiation. I know I did set it in I need, but it might be easier to just use the strange meat from Requiem. But here we go. Okay. So the Vindicator. Whoa! That's terrifying. I think I might be too short to get hit by that. Let's see here. Help. The Vindicator. So, player.place at me. That's not how you spell that. Place at me. 9603 F32C. Actually, I don't need that.
Never should have come.
Okay, man. Oh, take it easy. Uh-oh. I forgot. That does not pause it. Okay. Now here's we're going to select him, the Vindicator, and we'll kill him. Blah. You're dead now. Now if I search him, now he doesn't have it. So it must be, there must be a Requiem condition check of some sort to make sure that we actually are the ones who killed him. Or maybe that's actually part of the what's it called? The Green Pact's like lore bit that you're only able to eat the people that you kill. Something about like hunting and honor. And oh my God, Rob, what's up, man? This is actually my good friend in real life, Robert Colassa. What's up, my boy? Okay, let's see here. I just want to test to make sure that's the case. So we'll place another Vindicator right at us. And I'll let him... Whoa, my God. All right, take it easy. Take it easy, Mr. Man. He looks like an executioner. It's pretty cool. Ah! I'm getting critical strikes because I'm so close, and I have that perk. Gotcha. Now I should have the strange meat option. Yep. Okay. Well, that's how that works. Good to know. Jesus Christ, what were you doing in here, man? I've not really stopped to look at how disgusting this fucking room is. Jesus. Not only was that guy, like, tortured, but he's also burnt? Seems a little excessive, along with all this fog in here. Jesus. Movable static. Disable. There we go. I like that a lot better, personally. In fact, I might make a point to disable that as well. Because it's like, what is generating all that fog? I don't know. I don't know. Jesus, what the fuck is happening in here? This man just down here being a serial killer for fun? Oh, here we go. Vindicator's Testament. Let's see. Rain's hand. 10th. Thank the divines for the rain, which has helped wash away the garbage and trash off the streets. I'm working long hours now, 6 in the afternoon to 6 in the morning. All the animals come out at night. Whores, skooma hounds, buggers, great. Oh, yeah, so this guy's just a fucking crazy. Sugar junkies, sick, venal. Someday a real rain will come and wash all this scum off the streets. That Dunmer piece of filth is courting Gwendolyn. Won't be courting for long once he's paralyzed. Dog carcass in alley this morning. Carriage tread on burst stomach. Ugh. This town is afraid of me. I've seen its true face. The streets are extended gutters, and the gutters are all full of blood. And when the drains finally scab over, all the vermin will drown. This is awesome. Dude, this guy is like, whoever made this mod is killing it with their writing. Accumulated filth of all their sex and murder will foam up about their waists, and all the whores and noblemen will look up and shout, say, oh, it's just a, what's it called? He's Rorschach. And I will look down and whisper no. I almost said that as I started reading this line, but I didn't. I should have. Then I could have seemed really cool, like I called it early. Also, Gavin, I do have God mode on. I'll turn it off right now. How did this guy get an ebony battle axe? I don't know. He seems kind of like a punk to me, like he found it somewhere. Doubt he made it himself. Could have followed in the footsteps of good men like my father or Ulfric Stormcloak, decent men who believe in a day's work for a day's pay. Instead, they followed the droppings of leechers and cosmopolitans and didn't realize that the trail led over a precipice until it was too late. Don't tell me they didn't have a choice. Now the whole world stands at the brink. Yeah, okay. I know the Rorschach speech. TGM. God mode disabled. Jeez. What a fucking grisly scene, though. Very cool. I really like that the mod author took the time to personalize these areas and make them so story-based and have their own little flavor and personality. Ooh, where does this lead? Let's find out. One thing that's really cool, too, about Skyrim sewers, and this I have tested myself, is that some of you might know Requiem does this really cool thing where it disables the norm... Ooh, my... Uh-oh. That's chorus. That's bad. We might take a hit here. Okay, that is a chorus hunter. We do not want to go this way. No, thank you. No. I'm not going... Uh-oh. They're going to follow me? This is what I was about to say. So Requiem does this really cool thing where it disables... what's the best way to put this? It makes it so that enemies can follow you through cells, which is something that is kind of built into the engine, but it's disabled in Skyrim by default. I think maybe just for the sake of difficulty. But Requiem enables that, which I think is rad because it's cool that you can't feel safe just because you know, what's it called? Just because you went through a door, even though it's like a cell. Okay, let's see. Shimmer Mist Cave, Skyrim. Oh, was that where I just went through right now? I don't know. It looks like I can go a different way in the here with like the slaughterfish. I'm trying to see if I can find a way into the city. I know there's got to be, but if I have to go through that fucking chorus place, it's not worth it to me. I wish I could see down in here. I feel like there might be like an entrance or like an exit. It's just too dark for me to make out. I don't know. Oh, some sort of mammoth. What, they got harvest clam? Delicious. Ow! Slaughterfish are biting me. Stop it. There we go. I can hear a man over there doing some... Ah, fuck it. We'll just go back this way. Give me that hanging moss. We'll just walk in through the front door. Yeah, Nikosi, that I get what you mean about the immersion breaks. Like a journal like that, I don't know. I think you gain a lot by having this person be like a psychopath who's like killing people and shit. I like that idea. I don't necessarily like that it's a very obvious like rip from Watchmen, but there's probably a way to go in there and change that. Well, I mean, I know there's a way. You just go in and change the text in the book. It's just a matter of doing it, or even a question of whether or not you'd want to. I personally might, but ooh, Khajiit Caravan. Did you guys spy a threat of some kind? What's happening? We good? All right, cool. How's the temperature here? Yeah, it's like, this is really cool. You can die here. Let us talk to, is that Ataba? This one, Rasad.
And also your coin.
What you got for me, my friend?
Take a look.
So for those of you who don't know, most of you probably know this by now, but in Ultimate Skyrim, the Khajiit Caravans operate almost like a... I was kind of like inspired by like Animal Crossing, or you'll find this in a lot of different types of games, but Khajiit Caravans have a crazy varied inventory. They are different from each other as well in terms of what they'll carry, and they often carry stuff that you can't find anywhere else, which is kind of fun. I always thought, anyway. Oh, and of course, that's kind of what I meant about checking for breaks in immersion, RE sewers. I mean, it's not completely immersion breaking that, you know, that serial killer guy could have found an ebony battle axe, and it's not even that big of a deal if you think about it in terms of balance, because, like, this is something I talk with people about a lot. I think a lot of people will see something like that. They'll be like, oh my god, like, I shouldn't have an ebony battle axe like this earlier in the game. That's kind of true, but it's still just a weapon, you know? And, like, there's a lot that can, like, a single battle axe, even if you have, like, good skill, like, it'll be really helpful, but there's a lot of scenarios in which you're still going to get your ass whooped, and that battle axe is not going to help you so much, and if you die, then you lose it, so, I don't know. Let's see here. Chef's hat of the position. We got anything cool? Let's see, Cyrodiilic Alchemy. So this is how Requiem handles, like, recipes and stuff. At least I believe it's Requiem that adds this. Let me make sure. Cyrodiilic... Is that spelled wrong? Oh, no. I spelled it wrong. Alchemy. Okay, so it's 5F. That might be more interesting loot, actually. Interesting. These are pretty expensive. but they might even need to be more expensive. So I buy this paralysis. Let's see here. Here, let me even just drop it. Cyrodiilic Alchemy, and then I can select it, and that's from more interesting loot. Alchemical property of paralysis tells you what stuff has that. So that's pretty cool. I like it. Let's see. Yeah, Inigo. Oh, most important question. Will I add Inigo? There are at least 2 Requiem patches for him. Yes, probably. I don't know if I'll make him part of the official installation, but people really do seem to love him. I've never used it myself, and it's low on my list of priorities. But a lot of people seem to use the mod without too much issue. So, you know, it ain't no thing. Let's see here. Oh, we got Lantern Oil, Large Animal Bone. We got a request to try out the Illumination spell, so let's go ahead and do it. Boom! Now I got a nice little mage light, just for us. And normally we could not cast that because we have no magical ability whatsoever. But we do have a ring that allows us to cast Candlelight or Mage Light or whatever it is, Illumination. So now we got it. So Gavin says, I like that mod where you're Khajiit, the caravans will fence stolen stuff for you. That is really cool. I'm actually looking at a couple different mods that make drugs into like contraband that you can only sell through fences. So definitely point me towards that mod as well after the stream, and I'll take a look at it. Let us see. I want to go back into the sewers, but from the inside. And also, let's see what time is it right now? 10:26. It's getting there. Getting to the point where I want to take a nap. But you know, it's prime time to get some thievery in. So maybe we'll do that instead. I think a Skyforged Steel Battle Axe is a cool idea since it's in Whiterun. Talking about replacing the serial killer's battle axe with that. Yeah, that could be cool. That would be fun to do. Really, you could do anything you like. Those are easy changes to make. Oh, I'm stretching. Ugh. God, it's load time for Whiterun. Hello.
What do you need?
Nothing. Fire keeps me from getting any colder. Oh, look at this drunk man. What's up, bud? Oh, no more snow? Thank God. Hello.
There once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead.
Sorry, I just couldn't resist for some reason. Let's see here. Missive board. Empty. Nuh-uh. There it goes. I knew it just had to populate itself. Zod says, I wasn't around for the last stream, BB. How much have you played around with train and study? Quite a bit, actually, just in my own testing. I mean, I don't know. I've tested all the functions to make sure they work properly. Collect common soul gems, collect raw salmon meat. Oh, we can do that one. Deliver letter to Lod's house. I can do that one either. Deliver letter to Raven Rock. That one's a little bit more of a tall order. Deliver weapon to Rorikstead. That one we could do. We just came from there. It might be more interesting to go somewhere else. Gather Corundum ore. It's a little bit difficult. Stolen heirloom from Shimmermist Cave. We can try retrieve heirloom from Green Spring Hollow. That one is a vampire dungeon, maybe Shimmermist Cave. I don't know. Fuck it. We'll take both of them and just see what happens for funsies. And we'll take the weapon to Rorikstead maybe if we get bored. Collect the wooden longbow from Adrian Avenici. So what we got to do there? Go into our journal. We want to tick that and there and there and there and there and there. Perfect. All right. Well, before we go and sleep for the night, I want to go mess around in the sewers a little bit. Hello, is that Adrienne? Yes, it is.
My father? He's a steward up at Dragon's Reach.
I've not. I will soon, though. I'm here for the delivery job you posted. Thank you. Deliver the... Oh, in Rorikstead as well. Well, at least we have double reasons to go there.
Stay sharp.
Okay. I like her. I like Adrienne. I don't know, something about this imagery is hilarious to me. Hello, little chick. Here we go. Let's see where this dumps us out. I might have to disable my my mage light, or it might give me away here. I don't want that to happen, of course. Man, there really are a lot of these fog statics down here in the sewers. I'm not sure. Let's see how it looks without the static. I don't know. That looks a little bit... I get what they're going for. It looks nice. It just might be a bit much. We'll see. Oh, Skeever. I got you, baby. And you done. Oh, who else saw me? Your Skeever friends? Oh. Oh. I heard something. But it might not be a Skeever. Oh. I hear a dog barking. There's my dead rat. Oh. Okay. Field dress. I wonder how long this takes. Let's see if it's just like a Skeever. It's 11:07 p.m. Alright, that's fine. Oh, to Skyrim. Oh, I can go out that way as well. Interesting. I wonder where that will take me. Uh-oh. Oh, there's my rat, buddy. Ow! What the fuck was that? Oh, it's a mud crab, you son of a bitch! Ugh. God, that scared me. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Oh, is that your Skeever? Ugh. They're not messing around either. They got. I mean, he's a small one, so he's not gonna be too bad. There we go. But those mud crabs, the claws have pretty strong armor penetration. You gotta be careful. I want to see how long this takes. Also, God, can you imagine a more disgusting scene than to be like field dressing a Skeever while you're in the sewers and in the water, no less. Oh, bye, Novo. See you later. Field dress. 11:18 p.m., 11:19, 12:15. Yeah, it's not bad. Delicious. Harvest medians, butcher meat, dispose, skin pellet. I don't even... this is all gross. I don't want to do any of that stuff with a Skeever. What about the mud crab? Where'd he go? Do the same thing? Mud crab carcass. Yep, that's all hunter-born. I actually do want mud crab. Is it chitin? Chitin? I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay. Oh, another mud crab. He is a bigger one. This might help. I do have some additional armor penetration perks. And I'm close, so I'll be getting those critical strikes. But, whoa! They do have pretty tough armor. I'm gonna shoot you in your face. You can see the arrows just kind of bounce off. Gotcha, baby. Ugh. How's my my wetness doing? Pretty good. Gross. Where's that dog? Disgusting. Take it nice and slow. Here's the dog. Are you friendly? Friendly dog? He sees me. I don't want to, like, kill him. Man, there's so... Oh. He's alerting his master to the fact that I'm here, but he's not attacking me, so it might be friendly. It might just be like a homeless person. He might not have detected me yet, though. What's up, guy?
Yes?
Oh, yeah, he's just a beggar. We don't need to kill it. Dude, you pick a different spot for your bed. Jeez. I mean, I would anyway. I don't like spiders. I don't like spider webs. I'm gonna go this way. Says Zod, have I messed with the rewards for missives at all? Not really. Is there a need to, would you say? I mean, I looked through the level list just to make sure that they seemed reasonable, and everything seemed pretty reasonable to me. Ooh. Ugh. What do we got? Oh. I see you. Gotcha, baby. Let's see. Oh. I'm about to be detected. Yep. There it is. Alright. What we got? Who's coming? There's another mud crab? If it's a big one, we actually do gotta watch out. Yep. Whoa! Take it easy. You little bitch. Ah. Ugh. Blech. Man, this really does feel like a sewers experience. This is what I imagine crawling through the sewers of Whiterun would be like. I think I hear another mud crab. I'd like to get up out of this water because it is hard for me to see them. What do we got? Anyone? Bueller, detected by whom? Oh, here's one. That's okay. Zod is like, didn't mean to, like, just curious since the notice board had options for gold rewards. So the reward system in missives is very well designed, as far as I can tell. The loot list would be something worth considering. Like I said, I looked over them. They seem fairly standard. Missive seems really good at giving you rewards that are commensurate with the level of effort or the level of difficulty that the quest is. And there's like a whole series of systems kind of designed to ensure that you are... Uh-oh. There we go. The whole system is designed to be relatively fair. So if you're, taking easy quests like delivering one thing from one place to another, you'll get something useful. And also the quest rewards work, which is... I don't mean to be unfairly mean to the notice board, but a lot of like the quest rewards didn't really work with Requiem. Like the skill increases, even though it's a nice idea. But all of the missives ones do work. Let's see here. Man, look at this. This is like a very intricate sewer network. Can I go in here? No. Whoa! Ugh. Bunch of mud crabs. I don't think they can get up here too easily. I don't think they know how to use stairs. Uh-oh. Oh! Ow! I don't want to catch diseases. That's gross. Fuck off. Come on, bitch. I also don't have my regular stamina improvements because it's been a while since I ate. We don't want to run out of stamina too much. Where are you? Where'd you go? That's one thing. I would like to make the sneak eye a little bit smaller. Oh my god! Wait, did you guys see that? Oh, there he is. Hello. I'm gonna shoot you in your mouth. Oh, that's right in the brain. Jeez, that is morbid. Gross. Rigor mortis set in. Let's see here. Ugh. I'm just trying to find a way into like a place in Whiterun, like maybe like a nice store or something that I can steal some shit from. Because I know there's a lot of stuff like that. In fact, actually, we'll cheat a little bit and we'll look at our no cell increases. That goes to Whiterun. That goes out to the other sewers, maybe. Well, we'll keep exploring. I know I've explored some of the sewers in the other cities, and it's really cool. There's like trap doors and stuff that'll take you straight into businesses and things like that, where you can really utilize these sewers as like a way to steal stuff and like get around. There we go. Gotta turn on my lantern. Just a teensy tip. Oh, here we go. Where's this gonna take us? Ooh. There we are. Zod says, as a side note, I'm really excited to play with religion. Seems to expand roleplay options for any kind of character. Yes, it does, and it expands them a lot, let me tell you, my friend. That's something I've messed around with a little bit more than train and study. I kind of, at the moment, have plans to add the meditation skill to all players as an ability, because right now you have to find the book on meditation. But that reasonably, I believe any character would know how to do. So even if you're not a religious character, you can immediately start role-playing with the religion mechanics, if you so desire. But for anyone who doesn't know, Ultimate Skyrim now utilizes religion, prayer, meditation, and worship, I believe is the full name. It's really fucking cool, but basically it allows you... It's built-in progression for becoming like a divine character, like someone who adheres to different divine tenets, or is a worshiper of a certain divine deity. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. It also adds the same, but for Daedric princes, and it works a little bit differently, the way that you would expect. It's pretty cool, and there's a lot of fun to be had there. Ooh. Oh, am I beneath the... Oh, shit, I think I'm beneath the jail right now. Oh, fuck me. I think we might be in Dragon's Reach. Huh. The only place without sewers is Raven Rock, and all the ones added are pretty damn massive, but still manage to feel cloistered. It's the kind of dungeon experience where you have to plan ahead for several hours of time spent below ground. Yeah, it's very true. Well, I suppose it's like if you want to utilize these as like these alternative escape networks and stuff, you also have to like scout them out and like learn them, which I think is really cool. I don't think they'd have a problem with me being here, even if I crawl out of the sewers. It'd be kind of gross. Yeah, and detected briefly. What's happening if I just walk around like this? Turn my light back on. Is it illegal to be in the sewers in Whiterun? It's against the law? Maybe not. I mean, there's torches down here. Oh, yeah, see, wait. Oh, where am I? This is like a new area. This is not Dragon's Reach. I thought it might be. I'm out of lockpicks. There's some stuff in there. What is this place? Oh, shit. Oh, it is. Oh, look at this. Prisoner. I am beneath, what's it called? Dragon's Reach. And you can steal your belongings back from the chest if you go through the sewers. Is this like a vanilla cell that they just connected? It might be. I very rarely am a criminal character, I find. So I'm not super familiar if this is a vanilla area. How fucking cool, man. Oh, that's so rad. Let's see. Gato says sewers kind of reminds me of the original Diablo in a way. Yeah, I could see that. I remember the sewer tile set from the original Diablo. God, talk about a game that, excuse me, scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. I remember the butcher from level 3 or whatever, and you'd open up his door and he'd be like, ah, fresh meat. He's got all those bad guys impaled on sticks. Or actually, not bad guys, or I think they're the villagers. God, this sewer network is massive. I'm gonna get out of here. What do we got? Completely dry, huh? Oh, look, you can see the night sky above. That's a nice touch. What's down here? I don't want to go deeper. Oh, that's a skeever. Can I shoot him through the bars? Oh. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. Good thing we heard him draw his weapon, or that would have been very different. It says, Awesome James, did you get around to fixing that weird bug involving the Atronach stone and bathing in Skyrim? If you're talking about the absorption reflect thing, then yes, we did fix that, my friend. Damn, that was scary. Strange meat. Give me that. I'm going to eat you alive. Oh, sorry. Not alive. I'm going to eat you dead. All right, let's go this way. Whoa. You got any low-life friends around here, maybe? Oh. So foggy. I might go through here and disable some of these fog statics. It just seems a little bit much to me. Let's see here. Ooh. A nighttime adventure in the sewer, huh? This Meth says, playing City Skylines and one of the roads named itself Belmont Street. There you go. It's a sign. Ugh. Blah. I'll shoot you in your asshole. Oh, God! Ow! No, I don't want diseases. Where'd he go? Where'd his friend go? Ugh. So nasty. Oh, yeah, here's your Nordic... What's it called? Carvings. Man, I'm so tense right now. Where'd he go? Ah, I see ya. Trying to hide from me. What's going down over here? This is nuts, man. I had no idea that it was this intricate. Actually, I don't want to go through there yet. Or do I? Yeah, I think it's going to take me back into a different one. Blech. Oh, boy. So I'm just exploring these sewers at this point, just kind of actually playing the game. I don't know if this makes for a more entertaining stream or a less entertaining stream. If there's other things that you guys would like me to show off that you know is in beta release 2, feel free to let me know, and I'd be happy to do those as well. I don't want to go into there. That's terrifying. And actually, I'm backing up and leaving. Whoops. Let's go back the way we came. Got a loading cell. And I'll see if I can find a way to escape from these fucking sewers. I really do like the idea of like having to learn the layout though, because like if you were a thief, and you had like an intricate sewer network that you want to make use of in order to steal stuff or like run away from guards and stuff, this feels like something that you would need to do. You need to scout it out and like figure out the layout, and then that way you could like lose the guards in the sewers. Let's see where this ends me. This will probably end me inside of a store of some kind or something. Where are we gonna end up? Check my phone. Oh! I'm in fucking... What's it called? Jorvasker. Damn. Interesting. Well, I don't want to steal anything here. It's kind of my, the death of me, I would say. Ooh. What's up, everybody? Anyone home? Anyone? Go say hello. It's like, hey, what's up? I'm just a random guy. Wow, this looks really nice. I'm a random guy, and
My brother Vilcus is a better talker than me. He should be around someplace.
I love how he's just perfectly willing to speak with me. Even though I'm just like some creepy weirdo who just crawled up from the sewers. I'm literally still dripping wet. Kind of nasty. Let's see here. I can actually train on this dummy. How many hours do I want to train my one-handed skill? None. How about that? Oh, it's 3 a.m. I gotta go. I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, and I'm tired. I know I'm hungry. I'm sorry. I'm actually hungry in real life, too. I'm probably gonna have to call this stream fairly quickly. Oh, that was a waste. Oh, well. It's not like I'm sticking with this. Oh, I can eat raw food, I think. Yeah, as a wood elf. That's really nice. Nice little change of pace versus the non-beast race characters that I usually play. I'm stretching. Oh, hello. I will get out of your way. Please pardon me. Here we go. Ooh, it's very pretty. I wonder what the weather's like. It was clear a little bit ago, but it might not be anymore. Let's hope so. What time is it now? 2:23. Alright, I'll give it about 10 more minutes, I'd say. That's mostly the stuff that I wanted to show off for this stream, so the rest is really just bonus and just us hanging out. So if you have any more pressing questions, if you guys are still in the chat right now, this would be the time to ask before we log off. Jeez, what's taking this cell so long to load? Actually, when that happens, so it's actually loading that entire time while it's all black like that. I still need to go through here and get rid of these chairs. I gotta figure out which it's nav meshed for. But these chairs that clip with the bar from ESF Companions Enhanced. Also, these bottled water and all these things, they should be marked as owned by someone, and they're not. That's another thing that we gotta go through and fix. Or I'll probably just do it one day, just sweep them all up. Oh my gosh. It is so beautiful. Belmont Street has the worst land. Oh, Gatto 5.0. When is that going to release? It's already out. I released it before the stream started. So you guys can all go and enjoy Skyrim, Ultimate Skyrim 5.0. It includes, well, actually, I shouldn't say this. I wouldn't call it a beta release of Half-Life 3, but let's just say that there's some files in there that you might find interesting if you're fans of Half-Life. A release with Ultimate Skyrim 5.0. And also, what was the other thing that we threw in there at the last minute? Oh yeah, there's CryptoKitties. Every person who installs Ultimate Skyrim 5.0 gets 10 CryptoKitties of their own design for free, so that's pretty cool. I definitely recommend. God, that is so fucking gorgeous. My mouse keeps getting caught up on my mouse pad. Hello. I feel like I am also in a city right now, so it's going to be... Oh my god, look at that. High Hrothgar silhouetted against that moon. Is that Master or Secunda? I'm getting a little choppy here is what I was about to say. It's very taxing. I'm surprised that my my system can stream Skyrim at all, to be honest, just because Old Rim is notoriously difficult to work with when it comes to that stuff. Right now I'm running 3 different monitors, and this is running in 2K as well. It's pretty cool. Let's go check out the inn. Maybe I'll even play. That's something we can do before we close out the stream. Is I'll play like a game with someone or something. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. What's up, guys? Oh. Gato, if you're still around, something I would like to ask you as well is I wonder if there's a way to adjust the dialogue trees or like these dialogue options so that like if you have followers, it forces you to use this. I'd like to rent some rooms for my party, and then the other options aren't available because right now, excuse me, it relies on players like being honest if they want to have the inn charge them for their followers' stay, which I'd prefer not to have to leave in the hands of players. You know how I do. Let's see. Oh my god, I'm sneezing again. Let's see. Oh, they have all kinds of stuff up in here. Bunch of berries, cabbage soup, cooked chicken, fox herb cutlet, 27 farm bread. It pays to be the trade capital, it seems. Sack of wheat flour. Oh, delicious. Smoked elk roast. Spiced wine. Ooh. That's cute. I like that. Tomato soup. Yada, yada, yada. Why don't I... Oh, I wanted to rent a room.
You see those
No.
warriors from Hammer? Sure thing.
All right.
For a day. I'll show you
Thanks,
the other
Hulda.
room
She's
right
got a face for radio, if I'm being honest. Oh, this man. I think he might be our soul keeper. Maybe, maybe not. I'm actually not sure. Yes, he is.
Yes. Fight.
Hello. Yeah, see, I'm running this. This is getting a solid 60 FPS. I'm getting a couple of weird bits of stutter here. Thanks, Hulda. Get out, please. Get out. Thank you. There we go. Alright, well, before I go to bed, it's 3 a.m. I know, but let's go ahead and see if anyone wants to play a game with us. Look at this scene. It's very nice. You guys are in here late.
What can
You
I
gonna play
do
something
for
with
you?
me?
Not
Oh.
my problem.
That person has not enough gold.
I better get going.
Huh?
Let's see. All sounds good except the backpack. Please don't make it require a forge. I feel like any idiot with some skill can make a bag out of a pelt, bone needle, and some sinew, which could be done anywhere. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Patron, I'd like to play something. Here we go.
Coin always
Let's
creases
play... I like Battle of Heroes. This is one of my favorite ones.
Of course.
Let's see. Max 56. Why not? Let's gamble all our shit away. It's a pretty dark cell right here. I know I said I was going to fix this in the last one, and I haven't gotten around to it. Object static. I'm going to note that when I'm going to go back through and watch the stream, so I should be able to change the ambient lighting of the cell, unless it's actually the cell that we're in right now, in which case it would have some impact on the rest of the game. We'll have to be careful. Oh, Jesus, that is like the best fucking hand of all time. I think we're going to win this one, boys and girls. McDougal, will you throw the dice to boost your hand's powers? No. I think I'm good on that one. Got 8, 9, and 2. That is my win, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, man, I cleaned him out. Patron.
Come on in. Just
Oh.
stoke the fire. Take a seat.
What about this man?
Hold on.
Solid axe. Nice Elven. Sinmir, I know you. Doesn't have enough gold to play, huh? Guy, you're getting a little close to that fire. This man. You stay out of trouble.
If it's a mercenary you're looking for, you found him. There's no stronger sword arm for
Ah.
hire in all Skyrim.
Let's see. I'd like to play something.
Not my problem.
God, no one has any gold. See, this is what I gotta go do and fill out everyone's inventory with a little bit of gold so more people can play.
I'm not getting paid to stand around talking to
That's not very nice. Oh, he doesn't even have the dialogue for it because this is he's added by Worm's Tooth. I want to say, yep, Worm's Tooth. Whoa, I'm getting a little choppy here. Oh, I already asked her. Where did everyone get this eyeshadow from? Oh, Mithlon. I like to play something. You don't have it, dude. You're like a shopkeeper. I know you have some gold. Play with me. Someone play with me. Hello. Daniel. I like to play something. No.
Not my problem.
What about this guy over here? Hello. Oh, this is the Worm's Tooth guy as well. I like to play something. Yeah, here we go. That's kind of interesting, though, because he doesn't have dialogue for those lines. Let's play a game of Dice Jack. Why not? And then we'll probably call it after this one. Let's play Max 58 Gold. Let's do it. Okay. I don't remember how to play this one, but we'll find out. The dice scored 8. The maximum score you cannot exceed is thrice this score. Gotcha. Tails, your opponent throws the dice first. What do we got? Yeah, I was going to say he exceeded it. Hell yeah. This is basically like a, what's it called? Almost like blackjack. Well, I'm just cleaning out everyone. Alright, give me one more game. I want to play the other one. Someone, you gotta have gold, Hulda. I know you do. But I don't know if she'll play, what's it called with me.
I'm telling you, I heard it.
I like to play something. I think the Innkeepers, yeah, they like to play the Dangerous Challenge. I'm not interested in that. I don't find that game particularly fun.
Need something?
Nope, not you.
My problem.
Alright. What about our baker friend over here? Hello. I like that the beggar is allowed to operate the oven, or maybe he's earning a little bit of extra keep that way. Oh, I'm getting real fucking stuttery now. No! One game, that's all I ask. You're not gonna have any. I know you don't. Fine. Well, I think that honestly could do it for this stream, I'd say. Thank you guys very much for sticking with me and enjoying the stream. Anyone who's watching after the fact, thank you for watching as well. As always, if you have any questions for me, or you run into trouble with the installation, please feel free to seek us out on the subreddit or on the Discord. I will continue to post weekly updates to my Patreon as development continues, so you can see all the new fun stuff that's going to make it into Ultimate Skyrim as we go. And as always, the Discord and the subreddit are the best place, oh, and my Patreon, of course, are the best place for news on how the development is progressing. And that's pretty much it. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.